All right, I think we are back online. Yes, we are back online. Oh, goodness. Okay, where were we? We were discussing
The
Donovan, I think, as some of you said.
I think it was the Arakaki, like how far
the
south down
Arakocra.
they
Yeah,
go.
the mountain ranges to the south. Let's see.
The
We
peaks of flame.
Yeah, down towards the not the peaks of flame because that's going to be the terror folks.
The
Um,
what folks?
the terror folks.
Okay. Avoid that area. Got it.
There's some mountains further on. Let me get the player map of Chult up here. There you go.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So wait, pinned versus unpinned. Is there a difference? Nope.
unpinned
There's
does
no
not
difference.
have the pins. So the Aarakocra are more to the west mountain ranges area. And you start getting south, you get into the terror folk. So,
Okay.
if that helps any. But the river will get you at least as far in as the basin towards the peaks of flame. Uh, Somewhere in the central desert is rumored to be the lost city of Omo, which is where the soulmonger is said to be located.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Oh, bye bye map. All right. Um. Do any of the guides have experience with any of the creatures in the rivers?
Um, Along the rivers, probably river mist would be a good choice. River mist and flask of wine are their names. Iku would probably be a good choice.
Oh wait, I think I'm having a stroke. River Mist and Flask of Wine is their names.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not sure if this is the cough medicine kicking in really hard or what's going
Or
on
you're
here.
hearing shit.
Yeah.
They were 80s babies.
So river
Okay.
mist, they are cat folk, tabaxi, and that's why they have such unusual names.
Oh my God. Think of the belly scratches we can give them, boys.
The belly
Uh,
scritches.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm voting for the cat people.
You gonna be using guiding bolt and shining it across the deck of the ship and watch them chase the light.
that's actually a really good idea.
Wait a second. Wait. I think I have. Wait. I think I have a better spell that's a cantrip that doesn't waste a spell slot. See, it is the Thermology. So.
I mean,
Yes.
being cat folk, they're going to be more familiar with dealing with jungle issues than you're probably than your dwarves. Your dwarves are just going to be tanks. There's
I
another
vote for
dwarven
cat people.
there's another dwarven gentleman by the name of Musharib that was
I say we
driven
go
from their
talk to the
homes by
cats.
volcanic activity and have just adapted to refuge or life here in Port Nyanzaru. Um, He's actually an armorer and makes armor almost like a leather armor out of dinosaur hides. So,
I think we're very hard-headed men that don't have a very naturalist green thumb. We need some nature in our
but
group.
those are the 5 to 6 guides that would be good choices, or my recommendations, that you spend some time interviewing with them and make a decision as to not only who you want to retain for guide purposes, but how you would like to proceed with your venture south.
Y'all, I'm thinking the kitty cat people.
The kitty cat.
Hear me
Go
out.
for it.
Hear me out. My reasoning for it is, aside from belly scritches and ear rubbing that will probably feel like the softest velvet ever, if they're cat people, cats naturally live in the woods and the jungles. And they're going to know what's in the water because cats fish. That's what they do. And if we're going to be traveling by boat down the river, we're going to need things that know the things in the water and how best to deal with them. And that's where the cat people come along.
And it's diversity. We don't have a cat person in the group, so we can fill that niche as well.
Exactly.
I thought cats didn't like water.
Well, they fish. They like fish. That's good enough.
That's good enough.
Shh. Just let it happen, Michael. Let
They
us go
consider
with
it
the
a
cat
large
people.
cat.
Everybody take
I
a
think
drink.
that means that they're like tigers.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Alrighty. So, Wantonga picks up a small bell to the side of his seat and rings it, and a servant quickly arrives, and he asks the servant to locate a flask of wine and his partner, so that y'all can speak with them. Flask of wine and river mist.
Totally not going for them just because they're cat people or nothing. And I'm not going to be using my thermology spell or whatever to make cat noises across the ship or mouse noises and things like that to play with them.
As long
Totally
as,
not going to do that.
yeah, as long as none of you bark in your sleep, I don't think there's going to be a problem. What, you just got that?
No, I was just thinking back to the Alex shapeshifter thing. It's like, well, you could get bit by a werewolf.
Then you either
Oh my God, we're gonna...
become a werewolf or a shapeshifter. It's a 50-50 toss-up.
So does that mean every time Alec gets
Well,
wet, he's
no,
gonna feel
you
like a
can't be.
dog
You
then,
can't.
or-
You can't be bitten and become a werewolf. You have to be born with that trait.
Not in D&D. Lycanthropy is a transferable disease.
Oh, I
Yep.
thought we were going off. We were making True Blood references. Is what I thought we were doing.
God, I love True Blood.
Now,
What?
transferable, are
nudity.
we talking like a virus, or would it be classified as an STD?
It's a virus. I mean, that's like vampirism would be a virus too. Because it's something that is alien to the body. So it would be
Baby,
a
all
virus.
I'm saying is if lycanthropy is an STD, it's the one I want to sign up for. Bite me right there.
What
right
is
there.
that?
I was thinking more along the lines of how it was discovered. Like, just imagine explaining to the local priest, yeah, so I need my cured. That's weird. I don't see any bite marks. Yeah, just don't ask questions.
I don't want the
No, the
cure.
rumors aren't real.
Oh, Sam is on the stream. Hey, buddy. What you
Oh.
doing?
Keep being the best boy ever.
He ain't coming to see me. I'm going to put the camera
Oh,
on him.
finally.
Are we talking about dogs?
Yes, we have a dog all of a sudden. Come here,
Talking
buddy.
about werewolves and talking about other dogs.
Hey,
Sounds like he got jealous.
Hey. Oh, here comes the girl. Here comes the girl. Now I've got two in the room with me. He's like, I'm leaving.
I'm sure Rocky will be strutting in like, where's my attention?
Rocky was in here earlier and got into a little bit of trouble.
Was he? Lies. He would never get in trouble. He's a good boy. He don't do nothing wrong.
Well, he, yesterday I was in the living room and he decided to piss on the floor right in front of the entertainment center, which is unusual. I've been blaming the girl for having bladder leaks. I'm beginning to think maybe Rocky. And then
Lies and slander.
tonight he cocked his leg up at my backpack hanging on the doorknob in my office, and I was like, and outside we went. So,
Dang.
you know, he's 7 years old, unaltered. I think it's time for the alteration to occur.
You're gonna need a really big boot for that.
He's not a piglet, and that's not how you do that with dogs.
It is with cats.
So we'll take care of it. I think we're going to take care of it around spring break. So I really didn't want to do it. I wanted to keep him available to breed should I have chosen to. But in light of the last...
What is that? It sounds like something is being popped or busted or.
Oh, that might be me.
Oh, okay.
I've been drinking a fun, lovely mix of I got like this water enhancement stuff that has like caffeine, but I've also been dropping cough syrup into my water bottles and drinking that on top of it as well. I figure the cough syrup and caffeine will counterbalance each other or something and keep me going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Just
weird.
let it happen. Just let nature take its course, boys. It'll be okay. Trust me, I'm a cleric. I heal things. I know how this works.
I know how
Okay.
medicine.
Alrighty.
It's terrible.
So the courier departs and is gone for a little while. And while you're waiting, they serve refreshments. Let me see.
Ooh, goody. What we got?
It is a beverage called Teg.
What's in it? What's it made from?
It's like a honey-based beverage.
Like mead or?
Yeah, it's an alcoholic beverage.
Can't do it. It's against my cleric stuff.
Whatever. If you don't want to drink it, he'll offer it to everybody else. Would you like some water?
Is it from the swamp? Is it from the harbor?
Have you seen Back to the Future Part 2? Or is it
You know,
part...
I'll just go make my own.
Is it Part 3, wherever they go back to the Old West? Is that Part 3?
I think it is.
Yeah, where she pours Marty McFly a glass of water and sits it on the table, and it's brown with black floaty things in it.
Yeah, he just kind of looked at it like, what is that? That's dysentery. What?
This is what killed a lot of people in Oregon Trail in the 80s.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say
remember that
that's why
video
you didn't
game.
make it on the Oregon Trail.
See, in the Oregon Trail, I cheated. I found a way to where, in the Oregon Trail 2 at least, there's a short distance between two cities, so it's like 500 miles. I found out if you just get the smallest cart and the most ox you can afford and like no food, you could run that trip in like 3 days and only lose like half the people you bring along with you, but you still beat the game.
So Teg is a fermented honey and buckthorn drink. It has kind of an amber hue. It smells very sweet, and it tastes very sweet.
Suspicious.
What is suspicious? You think he's trying to drug you? He just paid to have your ship fixed.
Drug us and steal our ship. Yes, that is a good, valid fear now. Thank you.
New fear unlocked.
I don't want to lose my ship.
Oh, dear Lord, you and that damn ship.
We're gonna have fun with it. I don't know what we're gonna. Actually, I do know what we're gonna do with it, but gonna have to wait.
So, the courier returns with 2 feline creatures in tow.
This room is getting very full.
Yep.
Who is?
Flask of wine is kind of a gray tabbyish looking color if you hover over her token. And River Mist.
Okay, I had to look up the song. You said feline people. I don't know why, but I'm remembering
go.
that one song, "Kitty," by the Presidents
So-
of the United States of America. It was like, "Kitty at my foot, and I wanna touch it."
Presidents of the United States of America.
Yeah, the kitty song.
Yep, so flask of wine stands a little bit over 5 feet tall. Very rarely speaks. Kind of a grayish, furry color. Yeah, just, tall and lanky. And then River Mist is a little bit shorter. And actually, I got their genders backwards. Flask of Wine is male. River Mist is female.
Oh, thank goodness, because I was really confused. I was like,
might
"Please, no."
be 100 pounds soaking wet. Does have leather
Oh, the more
armor
patch I love.
and an eye patch. But they are here to speak with you to see. They're responding to the Watonga summons, and basically, they share with you that they're, while they're not comfortable in the water, they are perfectly fine sailing. And depending on your needs, if you want them to serve as guides, and they're expected not to share in the treasure, it would be 4 gold per day, with no payment up front. And if you are willing to share treasures, equal share of treasure, then they'll waive their fees entirely.
Okay. River Mist, Flask of Wine. How far into the jungle of choice have you been?
We've been, they speak in a, and I guess I need to be doing some voices. I need a sibilant
Sound like
feline,
a cat.
feline voices.
And don't forget to meow.
Yow.
So they've been about halfway up the river. Beyond that, the river is, at some point you're going to have to debark the ship, because the river is going to narrow a lot more further upstream.
Is that around the Camp Vengeance area or Camp Righteous?
You're gonna
Around that
get
area
you're
then?
gonna get past Camp Vengeance. Because Righteous is first and Vengeance is next. If I'm remembering my
Right.
map, I'm not looking at it
Yes, that is
directly.
correct.
It's going to be probably another 15 to 20 leagues past Camp Vengeance, and then you'll have to debark and go on foot from there. And they've been at least that far on foot, as far as Camp Vengeance.
Okay. What do they know about the creatures in the river? Is there anything in there that's particularly dangerous?
Probably your biggest threat is going to be if you're in the water versus on the boat. Your biggest threat is going to be crocodiles, giant frogs. Heaven forbid you run into a froghemoth. And then there are some areas where because the river meanders a lot. It's an old river. Your biggest threats there are going to let me get a voice going here for the felines. Your biggest threats there will be the jungle goblins.
Uh, do they travel in small packs, like 3 and 4? How
The,
many
the,
guards would we have to have with us to keep them away from our boat?
I would recommend at least 3 to 4, in addition to whoever needs to be on deck to operate the ship at any given time. The the jungle goblins will, when they attack, fight in large numbers, and they will literally stack up on top of each other and fight in unison, which makes them quite hazardous for a single opponent to face off against a stack of them.
Like a tower of goblins.
What
Nice.
they call it a battle. They call it a battle stack. But yes.
Okay. Hmm.
And they don't really call them goblins. They're called batiri, but they're basically goblins.
Just jungle goblins. They're more feral and uglier than normal.
There's been stories that sometimes they'll stack as nine tall.
Goblin Jenga. I like it.
You gotta take out the bottom one.
Give them the old leg sweep. Okay. Is there any other threats in the jungles that we need to be aware of?
Undead and dinosaurs. And truthfully, once you get beyond the jungle into the desert, the undead will be more of a hazard than the dinosaurs. There certain of the reptiles have adapted to desert life, but there's more of a risk of something clawing its way up out of the sand and grabbing you by the ankle as you pass by than a dinosaur trying to turn you into its lunch.
Okay. Oh. All right, y'all. I think I got a rough idea of how many people we're going to need so we don't lose our ship. We don't lose too many people. And we have a nice safe space to get back to once we're done exploring for a little bit. What do y'all think about taking River Mist and Flask of Wine as our guides? They seem like, at least to me, our best bet.
I feel like they'd be great companions for our little misadventures.
So it's 4 gold a day. How long would the trip take to get down the river as far as we can go by boat? How long will that take?
To get past Port Vengeance is probably a 12 to 15 days journey, depending on currents.
Okay, so we're looking at 50 to 70 gold. Okay. Plus we need a ship crew and we need extra guards. So we're probably looking about 60 to 75 gold a day then, correct? For the crew, the guides, and 3 extra guards with us then, right?
Yeah, you're looking at about 50 to 60 gold a day.
Well, Silva, Grand Merle says, how much would you provide us to help us take this adventure and go destroy the evil?
Oh, hang on. There it goes. I was like, why isn't the map loading for y'all?
Yeah, it's a little gray.
It's gray.
Yeah.
It's not green. That tells me I've probably
It
got
might be
the.
loading.
Nope.
No, it's the light
It's
thingy.
breaking. Oh, ooh.
Let me.
Oh, there it is.
Did it load
I
green
see it.
finally?
Yeah,
Very
I can see it now.
detailed.
It was just rather like small, like whenever it popped up for me.
Yeah, it's a very large map, so it takes it a minute.
I got excited. I saw yellow and I was like, look, there's bananas. Nope, that's just plants. Monkey sees banana and neuron activates.
This is not what I'm looking for. I am looking for, and it's probably in a token. Give me just a second. Images.
Blue flower, red thorns.
Assets. Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to try to put your boat on there. The river's fairly wide. I'm looking for my ship token. I've got it around here somewhere. At least I thought I did. Tokens. Where does it say tokens at? Do 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 do. ST. Where are my tokens? No. There it is. Tokens. Duh. Let's see. We have a two-master, right? Is that what we seized? And that is not to... Well, I guess it's a... Scale's a little bit off. Do 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 do. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, you can rotate the ship. I did not know you could rotate the ship. If
Oh
you
yeah, we were playing with rotating our stuff earlier.
Okay.
Oh, look at that little ship down there. Oh, bye-bye, ship.
I'm just putting you down at the beginning of the river where it comes in from the coast. What can I do to zoom that in? There's a scale option here. That's a delete token. Bear with me while I try to figure out how to... Zoom extents. Okay. Must make boat bigger. That's a little teeny tiny ship, isn't it? Okay. So we got you on the river. Or we'll get you on the river. So you managed to secure crew. And,
Oh wow, I didn't realize this one.
so you've secured crew. Let me see. I really want to make that token bigger. If y'all give me a minute. And then... Eraser. Okay, I guess I need to lock this. Now, can I make the ship bigger? Visibility. Okay. It's visible, but how do I make it bigger?
Imagination.
Yeah, well, we're going to leave it alone. So the river is about 60 foot wide. So we're going to go with each of those squares. And yeah, that does throw off the scale, doesn't it?
Well, it looks like it's about 6 tiles wide in some areas, so we can just say they're 10 feet.
Yeah, but it makes your boat look like a damn dinghy.
We do have a dinghy, though.
Yeah, it's just for point of reference.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, I guess the $64 million question, are we launching at night?
On one hand, absolutely spooky fun things for me to collect. On the other hand, compensation for dead people. but I could also get their bodies for my personal use later on.
Oh dear Lord, Matthew
Uh,
Ryan.
and it's a question of, do I want to pay for fresh dead bodies or not? Nah, let's go off in the morning. I don't want to have to
Okay.
pay too much for dead bodies.
After brunch.
But what about second breakfast?
Okay. So, morning launch. Morning comes around and y'all launch. It's there's a mist on the water, and I wish I had fog of war set up for that. Because if I did, it would be so awesome, huh?
All right, we can work with it.
I'll just squint. Ooh, spooky.
You're so goofy. Selection mode. Okay, can I select your boat? There's your boat. Okay. Rotate. Visibility. Rotate. I'm still trying to find a way to zoom your boat. The map came out good. I just drew this map earlier today.
Oh, for real? It looks
Yes.
nice. I like it.
No, it looks really good.
Alright. Layers, paint, effects, line of sight, lighting. And give me just a second. Okay, I'm going to quit playing with the light effects because none of them are working anyways on this size map, and our token is miniature. So, first few hours past dawn, there's a mist on the water. The jungle noises around you are just intense. Everything is talking this time of day.
Ooh,
So,
nice. Lots of critters.
lots of critters. So the water's running sluggish, but it is fairly clean. You see occasional fish darting around. As the morning goes on, it starts to get very warm, and the mist has burned off, but the humidity is just causing everything to you're just covered in sweat and just sticky and absolutely miserable. You start to see clouds of insects on the water, and as you navigate the river more and more, you the jungle noises are ever present. All right. Yeah. So, as your ship is traveling further upstream,
Yay.
there we go. That'll give us some distance. Ship, boat, whatever. You start to hear a deep reverberating sound.
Oh God, please be a frog.
Who wants to roll some perception checks to see what we see?
We. Wait, it's under.
Click on
All
perception.
right, let me.
So I need to
Okay,
get the.
this does
I
have
need
it.
to figure out how to get the tabaxi into the roster. How do I do that?
I got like a million things. Oh, I gotta close things. All right. Where is? There it is. There's my thingy. Now I can roll it. Pictures and token perception. Here we go. perceive
Oh
nothing
my gosh.
apparently. Even with my 4+8. Avenge me, someone. Be my eyes.
That noise sounds very scary. Let me take a peek around. I'm not seeing nothing.
It's
Or maybe I am.
it is deep. It's kind of
Where's
the two tabaxi are up on the deck, kind of towards the nose of the ship, looking, peering off into the distance to see, because it sounds like it's up ahead.
Man, we are just all eyes closed and everything today.
Is everybody sucking at these rolls or what?
I rolled a 1 for my character, and then I rolled a 2 for our paladin.
I can hear it, but I can't see it.
Come on, Michael.
So River Mist says, "There!" And she points up ahead towards where the cliffs, as you're coming around this curve, there's some cliffs to your right that you see. And at the base of the cliffs, where it's just mostly mud, where like the slope has collapsed into the waters, there's just two sets. First, it looks like there's one set of eyes, and then another set, and then another set in the water, peering in your direction as your ship approaches. Anybody want?
How about how far away are they?
Right now, first one is going to be, where's my encounters at?
Yeah,
What
if
are
we
you
have guns
doing?
on the ship, I say we loose the old cannons.
Nope, nope, nope. Let me play with them, please.
Okay, you got something for him?
Yeah.
Alright. Better be cool. No.
Everything I do is cool.
That water wave is pretty fun.
And then all of a sudden, Flask of Wine goes, "Watch out! There's one on the other side!"
Oh, there's a lot of them. About the river's about the river's only about 100 feet, right?
In terms of width, it's about 60 to
Yeah.
80. It varies. The coast varies from 60 to 80 feet wide. The flow of the river is 60 to 80 feet wide in areas.
Okay.
So it puts them about 30 to 40 feet off of either side of your vessel.
How deep is the water?
It's hard to tell. It's very slow moving. But considering these things, their eyes are probably 3 feet apart from each other. And all you're seeing is kind of the tops of their heads and their eyes. You know it's at least probably 10 foot deep or more in the water they're standing in.
They at the center of the river though, is it probably more than 20 feet deep?
I'd say it's probably 20 ranging between 20 to 30 feet deep in the center of the channel.
Okay, good enough for me. I guess I can work with that.
Are you going to play with create and destroy water tonight?
No. I got something way more fucked up in mind.
Oh, dear Jesus. So, I'm sorry I
with
asked.
that. It's on par with that. I'm not sure if y'all seen that meme about the wizards where it's like, I cast testicular torsion, and the other wizard's like, ha ha. It's on par with that.
I need a beverage break after this conversation. Alrighty. So the the sails continue to furrow you a little bit northward on your northeasterly trajectory. You're approaching your first frog on your your right, your starboard, as they say in shipping ship parlance. uh, your tabaxi your tabaxi guests are putting a bolt in your forward crossbow. Is
Or
anybody?
ballista?
Yeah. Anybody know how to get this locked in here to fire? This is
Oh yeah,
nuts.
we have crew members.
So one of your crew
Right.
members comes up. One of you guys want to act as a crew member?
All right, guys. I had fun leading the party last time with the whole pirate ship adventure. Someone else should take over. I'll be along the party.
Whoops. I am making a map mess here. There we go. There, that straightens out the map. All right, so
I am be a crewman.
shall
How do
we
you get this bolt in here?
shall we roll some initiative? Shall I put together the combat tracker for y'all?
Sure. Let's see.
Let me see. How are we doing?
All right. Y'all roll your initiatives.
Yeet. I'm just rolling terribly tonight.
Oh wait, we've got some folks in here that don't need to be in here. Why is there a pirate captain in your encounter tracker?
Oh, because that's the one we gave the good old cleric rupees to the other day.
Okay, so we have and we have a pirate in here. I guess I didn't clear the combat tracker last fight.
Well, last fight was kind of one-sided. It didn't work out well for them.
Okay, so where did the frogs go on the map?
They went underwater.
Damn it!
They swam away.
No. When I loaded the
Fear
combat
me.
tracker, it screwed up. Okay, so we have... Oh, no. Okay, wait a minute. I see them on my map, but they're barely visible. Where are they at on your map?
They're just not there, I don't think.
Yeah,
Hang
I'm not
on.
seeing them either. Oh wait, there's one.
Yeah, I'm marking their
Oh, yeah.
visibility. For some reason, when I switched them into the combat tracker, they were hidden. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. The frogs on your starboard are numbered 1, 2, and 3 from top to bottom consecutively. Frog number 4 is going to be to port. So in terms of your combat tracker, the first frog in initiative order is going to be frog number 1. Second one's going to be frog number 2 after Felonius. Frog number 3 is going to be after Jude. And then the last frog will be after Graham Merle Flintrum in terms of combat. So, frog number 1 looks like he has the attack. Now, I also need to get your tabaxi in here.
There it is. I'm blind.
And then, because they're going to fight as well. And how did these two bitches both roll a 17 for initiative? Yeah, we'll go with it. Okay, so that being said, I guess we need to kind of figure out positioning on the deck. Should I pull up a ship floor plan so that we have something to work from?
Sure.
And we'll kind of
Yeah, that'd be
superimpose it.
Yeah, we can work with that.
Although, can I rotate this? Why can I not rotate this? Drawing. Enter drawing mode. Nope, I can't edit that way. Oh, goodness. That does not work better for me. All right, theater of the mind style here. Let's look at this from like a 4x10 or 4x10 grid or 5x15 grid, each grid representing 15 feet. And you tell me who's going to be where, and I will make some notes real quick on my end.
All right.
I'm popping a table together to make this shit happen. 1, 2, whoops. 2, 3, 4, 5. Column width. Okay. So if we have a 5 by say 15 grid for y'all, who's going to be where in terms of, okay, at the front of the ship, we're going to consider that the first set of spaces. Probably not going to be anybody right there, but your ballista is going to be in pretty much the middle of the deck in the very next section. So we're going to put I'll put the crossbow there, and then is one of you going to act as the crossbowman?
Yeah, let's have the paladin act as a crossbowman.
So you're going to have Ice do the crossbow?
Yep.
Okay. And then the rest of y'all, how do you want to position yourself on the deck? Don't forget you have a rear crossbow as well.
Okay. Then I guess I'll
Grand
take
can go in the rear crossbow.
Okay.
Doesn't have any.
Wouldn't Gramrel be better as a thing? Gonna ask, would it be better to have Michael on the back crossbow with me back there as well for spell casting?
You've got 2 masts and
Michael's got a
midship.
bow, right?
Yeah.
Bows in the front. Good style. You want bows in the back?
Alrighty. All right. So where are we positioning? Matt, where are you, Alec, and Michael going to position yourselves? You've got some space in between the 2 masts. You've got space between the mast and the front crossbow. You got some space between the helm and the back mast.
Right. I think I'm gonna be at the helm towards the back mast.
Okay. Okay. The tabaxi are going to kind of go port and starboard. So, flask of wine is going to go on the port side, ahead of the mast, but behind the crossbow. And river mist is going to go on, kind of on the starboard adjacent to her, so that they have some firing range that they can get from. And so we just need to figure out where our Power Ranger and Rogue are going to be.
Thelonious is going to go to the front near the mast area.
So you're going to kind of position yourself between the 2 tabaxi,
Yeah.
but kind of with your back up against the mast. Okay, that
Yeah,
works.
I like that.
Jude, where are you going?
Wherever.
You want to position yourself kind of midship between the 2 masts?
Sure.
Okay, so that this makes this a little easier to kind of figure out. Let me see if there's a way. Let me snip this and find a way to get this into this conversation with y'all. Okie dokie. Let's see if I can throw this into Discord chat with us. Oh dear Lord. So in the Discord chat and the stream back channel, I just threw a real quick cell map of what your marching order looks like. You've got ice on the front crossbow. You've got flask of wine, Felonious, and River Mist along the front foredeck ahead of the front mast. Jude pretty much center amidships between the two masts. Matt in front of the helm. You got your helmsman running the helm, and then you got Graham Merle running the rear crossbow. So
Alrighty.
plenty of firepower if y'all are if this is an acceptable combat method.
I
Looks
like
good
it.
to me.
Let's see if that will work. Oh my God, these dogs need to shut up. Let's see. Nope, I can't do this. I really so one of the things I'm going to note for future reference is I want a way to do a marching order type diagram like this live, so that we're not having to do it on back channel. So I'll work out the mechanics of that for next time. But okay, all that being said, Giant Frog number 1 has the first attack, and truthfully, he's either going to be aiming for ice or river mist, because those are the first 2 snacks he sees on deck, right? So he is going to target, and then I guess we need to get the combat tracker up. Why am I not seeing the hostiles? Okay, so up in my player menu, we now I see the combat tracker, but I don't see is us in order. Why do I not see us in order? And why does it think it's round 2? Okay, round 1. And why do I not see? Okay, so Giant Frog is going to target we said river mist, right?
Believe so.
Or ice, because they are in the front of the vessel. Okay, so river mist is going to get dropped. If I can remember how to do this. Drag onto new target. Okay, so Giant Frog is now ready to attack. And what are we trying to do? We trying to basically do a tongue attack, which is going to be considered it's going to be considered a bite attack. And misses river mist. Okay. Felonious, you remember how this crazy crap works in combat? Do you know how to?
Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
You know how to select your target?
It's not even up on our fantasy ground.
Open your combat tracker. The
Yeah.
2 cross swords at the top.
Yeah, I can see it. It's just not in order, but we can wing it. We can make it happen. Even though poor River
why
Mist
isn't
and
it-
Flask of Wine show is hostile.
What?
Oh, do they?
Okay,
They do.
hang on. They do. Let me fix that, because they are not supposed to be hostile.
It's like, well, they're the baddies.
Why are
You
they
were supposed to join us.
faction none, faction friendly? Okay, so, and then there's the question of, okay, I need to go to next actor to, nope, why did it go to Grammerl Flintrum? It should have went to Felonious. Give me a second, guys. Combat tracker's malfunctioning, because, yeah, you're not in combat order like we were last time. Why is that? Something has changed since our last fight. Let me close and reopen. Let me close my player one and reopen. So I don't get why 17, 17, 17, 10, 9, 8. See, the initiatives for the frogs are not showing on y'all's end at all, are they? And that's
We
why
can see the frogs, but we can't see
you
like
can't
what
see their
order they're in.
initiative. Yeah, and that's what's weird is why was it... It worked last time we did this.
Yeah, with the pirate captain and that one sailor.
It makes me wonder if there is an issue. Because we all updated tonight, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before the game. Give me a second. I'm looking at combat.
Pretty sure I rolled. I'll let you finish doing that.
So yeah, I'm wondering if something in this update has broke combat because... Okay. It is not Grand Merle's turn. It is Felonius's turn. And something just threw an error on my screen. It is Felonius's turn. It is still round 1. Let me fix that. Okay. Felonius.
See if I remember to do that. There we go.
But see, it's not giving you guys the chance to target the attack, is it? I can target an attack, but you can't.
You don't target it just by dropping it on the whichever icon.
Yeah, I think that's what we did last time.
Yeah, but you're missing the icons for combat in your combat tracker. Like, you don't have the sword, you don't have the target icon. Something is really foobarred in the combat tracker tonight. Hang on. Close window, delete from tracker. Initiative. Maybe that's what I did wrong. Let me roll the NPC initiatives again. Okay, so that changed the initiative order all the way around, but I don't see that it did anything. Fuck. Okay, note to self, we don't update before game night, like right before.
Yeah, that's
Because something is jacked.
Why should we update when it works just fine the way it does?
Well, somebody hit a frog because he's got heavy damage, so okay.
yeah. I was kind of testing the
Okay,
target
so
stuff.
now...
Also did an 11 hit.
Yeah, an 11 hit. It shows it hit a giant
Okay.
frog, and it shows you rolled damage. You did damage. It's heavily
Oh, wait, I got
damaged.
2 turns.
Oh,
Shoot it again.
21
yeah, 21
hits.
definitely hits. Now roll your damage.
Oh, that's
We're gonna kill this frog.
Okay, well, you've
It's
killed
not-
a frog already.
yay.
All right, River Mist.
Oh, their
All he
legs. They
has
don't
is
need
a short
those.
bow. Okay,
They
I'm
really
going...
overhyped the frog.
And then
Actually,
we're going to short bow attack.
oh, that's neat. It's saying its target's giant frog.
Yeah. And so...
Huh.
All right. That's the end of that one's turn, and now it's Giant Frog number 2's turn.
But wasn't that a hit though? With a 22?
It did not roll damage, did it?
No, it didn't.
Yay! And I can't roll backwards. Okay. Moving on, since I'm obviously having technical difficulties.
Yeah, we could just wing it.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Where's Ice at? I don't see... Is Ice on the roster?
That's weird. Why is he not on there? I rolled initiative for him.
That's a good question. What happened here? Is that the whole reason the combat tracker's jacked up, is because of the additional player?
Maybe?
Let's see if I can drop him into... There we go. And then... Just roll a die, Matthew, and I'll plug his initiative in.
Okay. I like his new initiative. Can I keep it?
And it calculated it in. Didn't do anything for the combat tracker, though. Yeah, we'll keep it, but we're going to have to circle back around to him.
Ah, that's okay. He's on a big old crossbow
The
thing.
thing
either way.
is I was wanting to target him because he's on the crossbow, and I couldn't target him, so now I can target him.
Technical difficulty saved the day.
So that was a miss. All right. Giant frog, what? I guess it's number 2 or really number 3. We're way out of order because initiative resorted, aren't we?
Yeah.
And y'all's initiative isn't even showing over there, or the frog's initiative isn't. Okay, so who is this frog targeting? This frog is going to target River Mist. And that's a hit. Okay. And then Giant Frog. Now, never going to be able to hit anybody. And then now it's Jude's turn. If we can get combat to work semi-right. I'm just pissed off that what it did to combat.
And with the old big bump.
That's a hit.
Oh, hey, it did a thing.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Double click the damage on your. There you go. And
Yeah,
now,
but I was trying to target one of the frogs, but I don't know if it did.
well, it shows it hit when you rolled the attack.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I just didn't update the damage on one of them.
and that's okay. So it says damage exceeds hit points by 12.
Oh, maybe it was one of the dead ones.
I think you were targeted. I think it targeted the dying one, Michael, is why.
Ah,
So I couldn't just kill the dying one?
Dying, it's basically already at 0. So what I'm going to
Oh.
do is I'm going to grab one of the other frogs and subtract 12 hit points from it.
Okay.
And that will take your 12 points of damage. There we go. And is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
So what had happened is in the combat options, a setting got reset back to a different setting, and that's why you weren't seeing things, and we weren't seeing the initiative order. Okay, rolling to next attack. Giant frog. This is frog number 4, so this is going to be on the other side, and he is going to target.
wasn't that one dead? That's the dying one.
No, that's the one on the other side. The first one on the other side. Unless I've gotten confused.
Yeah, because the
Yeah, on our side it
the
shows
one that's on
dying.
the one that's highlighted in the combat tracker now, it's the dead one.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
marked as dying. What is?
oh yeah,
everyone
it says
flashing? I'm having
unconscious.
strokes.
Okay, so we got to fix that. Okay, I'm gonna skip it. Okay, Matt, it's your turn.
Yay! I get to do my favorite thing.
So I gotta fix. There's another setting wrong then because it should be skipping unconscious players in combat.
Ooh, it's saved.
Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Flask of wine. We have a short bow. Who we targeting? A frog. Okay. Only a little bit of damage. And then Gran, it's your turn with what you want to do.
How's he gonna attack? He's on the big old ballista.
So roll your normal attack, and then we'll let's see, what weapons do you have?
Aim roll for the blowgun.
No, we're not gonna roll the blowgun. We're gonna roll We're gonna roll probably a D8 with a modifier, but let's at least do a hit using whatever weapon you want to use, whatever you have available.
Highest
All right.
plus.
Yeah, whatever has the highest plus to attack. And we'll treat it as the crossbow, but we'll roll the crossbow's damage.
You said you want me to roll the D8 or the D20 for attack?
You got to roll a D20 to attack.
All right, let's see.
But yeah, use
Well, that's not a hit. So
It's
the
not even the
cross
right person, but it's good.
the crossbow bolt splashes into the water harmlessly next to the frog. Frog kind of kicks sideways. Ribbit. Okay. Man, it's Ice's turn. If you can figure out how to fight with him.
Yep. Let's see here. So we're on a crossbow, so I'm gonna use the javelin as a ranged attack to make it fair.
There you go.
Let's whack them. Let's whack them. Whack a whack whack. Yeah. So that would be a 1d8, correct?
There should be an option right there. You just click on it. It says DMG, and it'll roll the damage for you. If you're looking at his character sheet.
Yeah.
Under his actions.
There we go.
All right.
That's weird. It didn't update the frog damage on that one. I targeted the middle one. The one that has a 15 for initiative that's healthy.
Okay, I'll plug it in there right now.
I see. That's attack, but it didn't specify the one. That's weird.
You didn't specify your target. That's why.
Yeah.
So you hit something, but it didn't it like randomly. Okay. Felonious.
All right, let me use the right character this time. I'll target with the old bow. At least this one's wounded.
Don't forget that sweet, sweet extra 1d8.
I know. Let's see. Good job. And we're gonna murder this one. Alright, we killed it, we're good.
Okay, very
Oh,
good.
God, you were hard.
Was that both your attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, River Mist. Who's River Mist attacking? There's really only one frog left that isn't. Well, there's two left, isn't there?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's one that's been used as a pincushion and a barbecue pad, and oh,
Why did she roll with advantage?
Oh my.
cat eyes.
Well, it was a critical hit. I don't know why the table flipped out. Unable to find critical hit table. That's okay. We'll take the double damage. Okay. And then this giant frog is unconscious. This giant frog is heavily damaged. But
This one went to market.
You so funny. And then, okay, so we're going to target River. And then we're going to attack. And missed. And this frog is going to target Ice. And is going to attack. And is going to miss. And then we're back around to Jude. I mean, it's disgusting. You're being attacked by frog tongue.
Lick, lick.
Okay, so we've got a problem with a crit table because it's not rolling crits or fumbles. And I think that was it for your turn. And then this one's unconscious. All right, Matt.
Cog coming back around. Come on, magic stuff.
And that's a no.
Wait, no, it's no, that's a DC. It's that for that sacred flame they have to get 16 or higher.
Oh,
And
so
that
it
was a
failed. Okay, so it failed the save. Okay. So
Yep.
now roll the damage.
Extra crispy critter.
Extra crispy critter. All right, and then flask of wine. target. Dish frog. Why are we rolling? That's okay. Doesn't matter. It was a miss. Okay. Granny, it's your turn.
Alright.
You playing swamp people now, Matthew?
I mean, we're in a swamp. We are now.
The 10 hit.
No, it missed according to that.
I thought it was a metal.
You thought it was a
Oh,
metal.
he has 2 attack. Well, he's on the ballista, so he gets 1 hit, so he misses.
Alright. Ice, Matthew. Ice, ice, baby.
Alrighty, everything's coming up the mill house.
Do 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 do.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do 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 do. That's a hit.
That's weird. I do the same thing for it with the mousing over with the dice, but it doesn't do it. That's weird. I was targeting the giant frog that has the initiative of 15 that's heavy.
So the way I specify targets is I hit the little target symbol on the toolbar and then drag it'll pop open a box down below and you have a delete and an X. You drag the X onto whichever enemy on the roster you're targeting and then you roll your attack. And that's how it targets them.
That's weird because whenever I do my spells with my character, I just take the dice roll that I want to do and just drop it over it on the combat tracker and it'll do it for me.
Alrighty. Felonious.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hit. Where did my combat tracker go? Okay. Okay. I was like, my whole combat tracker disappeared. Okay. Three dead frogs. We got 1 frog left.
Yeah.
That's fighting. Okay. And it's River Mist's turn. And we're targeting this frog.
Money, big money.
She pulls her bow back, and it is a crit. I have a feeling this will be the end of your frog. All right. So the last frog just, boom, arrow right between the eyes.
Ripperoni, frogaroni.
And they sink beneath the surface. All right. Now I got to figure out how to clear this again.
Here, can I try something real quick with Isis character real fast? I want to see
Uh-huh.
something. Oh. Well, they went bye-bye, so I can't try it. Oh, well.
Oh, because I cleared it so fast?
Yeah, I was going to see what the difference is between my rolling with if there's a way to do it with our weapons or whatever, if there's a difference between them. I can't really think. Yeah, I'll figure it out
So
later.
that's the end of combat. Good, nice little fight.
Ooh, I love the blood
Just
splatter on the
drive by
map now.
these frogs.
Yeah, you see the blood splatter on the map? That's
Oh, that's cute.
an effect.
Let's loot them for meat.
So
Frog legs.
frog legs. You want some big ass frog legs for dinner?
What is it the French say? What about their legs? They don't need those.
So while you watch, Flask of Wine puts a real thin spool of rope onto behind the fletching of an arrow, sinks it into the water and misses twice. But third time she hits a frog and she starts to reel it in. Purring contentedly. So River Mist, she decides to do the same. So your 2 cats are purring as they're reeling these 2 big old dead frogs towards the boat. Well, boys, it looks like we'll eat good tonight.
Yeah.
Two
really hope
giant
they
sets
brought
of
some
frog
seasoning.
legs. What's that?
I really hope they brought some seasoning.
Some seasoning. They never leave home without their onion powder and their garlic powder. Take it on the road. Take it on the road. Okay. So, sailing through the carnage. It's coming up on it's getting close to dusk now. How would you like to proceed for the night? It's probably not advisable to try to sail upriver in the dark.
Mm,
You want to anchor?
yeah. Let me think. How can we pull this off safely?
I'm trying to move the map, not the boat. Damn it.
It's all right.
There we go.
Yeah, let's anchor tonight and have the deck lit up and have a rotating watch.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, sounds good.
I like that. That's a
Because
good idea.
I don't want creepy crawlies climbing up on my fresh little boat.
So you come up to a little bit wider section of the river and kind of drop anchor. They winch it, one of your sailors winches it tight so that basically as the river's flowing, it's fairly sluggish. The ship just basically spins around the anchor chain. At least you know you're not. If anything happens, you're not going to go very far for the night. Alrighty, so let me. Okay, I need to grab. While y'all are resting, nobody had any damage from that last battle, so I mean, there's.
Well, the one cat got hurt.
Oh, did we have somebody injured?
Yeah, one of our cats got hurt. It was a river mist. She took a little bit of damage.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
Give me just a second. Let's take a short 5-minute break or so I can prep some stuff for this next section. So I'm going to leave the game up, but I'm going to put us in a be right back mode for the game for those that are still hanging out and watching with us. We do have a viewer, so and we will be right back shortly.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to keep our audio open, but I'm
is in my. Yes. The paladin. Alrighty, let me grab that first thing real quick. Oh wait, that's right. It's under skills. Please be perspective. Oh, nope, he's not. Blind as a bat. Nah, he pretty blind. Mm-hmm. I guess that would be me, and yeah, I guess just me. Yep.
I still got sleepy eyes. I'm gonna rub my eyes. Ooh, what's that noise?
Yeah. Oh wait, is this thing not responding? There it goes. So there goes paladin. There goes me. And my initiative rolls just suck tonight. Yes.
Yeah. see the spooky goblins.
You're still muted on stream.
All right. Thank you for pointing out that I was still muted on stream. Damn, we normally don't silence on a break like that, and that kind of messed me up, didn't it?
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that the right number? Is that what's built into the encounter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I show 8 in the encounter. Why am I only showing 7 in the battle dialogue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, somebody's coded as a friendly? That's why. Like, something ain't right here. Okay. And y'all rolled initiative.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we got to... Looks like they got the better initiative on y'all. So we're going to do some targeting.
We have a boat.
You have a boat. Doesn't necessarily help you.
I think that's actually terms for advantage. I think we might have a little
We
bit
can just
higher
sail away. We don't even have to
viewpoint.
fight them.
Yeah.
That is an option. Okay.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
And why does it think we're on round 2 in terms of combat? Let me fix that. And I also need to fix the fact that I don't think y'all can see anybody right now, can you? Okay, that gets everybody in the fight. Let me fix the round.
Well, that's the goblin things.
Yes. I didn't get to build them as a stack, though, which is no fun, because I definitely wanted to build a battle stack. Okay. So, whose turn is it? No. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm jacking with the turn order.
It's alright.
There we go. Let me close this. Let me reset the round counter. And then now let me hit an attack. So you hear another twang come from the woods, and a arrow goes sailing into the mast. Just tang! Solid twang as it hits, missing the tabaxi at the front of the boat. Sad thing is they're coming from both sides. Another twang. This one sinks itself into the sail. And the third one, or fourth one, is a hit on Flask of Wine. You hear him meow like a pissed off cat as he takes an arrow. And then Felonious, it is your turn to do something nasty.
Alright, I'm probably gonna be it with a bow.
You hit with a blowgun?
Yeah. Let me fix that. There we go. I missed with the bow. 7 to hit.
Yeah,
That's
that
awful.
was that your 2 attacks?
No, I messed up the first one.
Okay, so do your second attack then. That's going to be a hit. Now hit some damage.
Alright, let me pull back and let it go.
Mm.
9.
You hear an oof. Alright. And then it's Granny's turn. You see
Now they get the blowgun.
You see these things moving through the woods. You know, they're garbed in colored robes and masks, and they weaving in and out of trees and taking pot shots at y'all. Oh, that's a hell of a hit.
Does it just do what? It just does 4.
I think you're targeting the same one that's already dying. That's why.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So let me. Well, no. It's showing up as different on the tracker. It just took it a second to register. Okay, is that your one or two attacks for Granny?
Yeah, it's his.
All right. River Mist needs to pick a target. Sights one in. Lets loose with an arrow. An arrow. The nasty little short shit dodges as the arrow comes flying across the water and into the woods. And then it's Ice's turn.
Alrighty. Where's this stuff at? Alrighty, where is... Alright, here comes a good old... Hopefully a hit. That's weird. It's still not doing it. Ugh.
It was a hit.
Right. So, you said there was a way to select targets on here, correct? Via the combat tracker?
Yes.
Okay, how do you do that step by step?
So on the combat tracker as a player, do you see over to the side of the targets, do you see the little symbols like the skull and the target and the sword? Do you see those to the right of their
I don't
of their
see
hit
any
points?
symbols. Aside from their hit points where it says like wounded, healthy, and all, I see a skull and I see effects, but I don't see anything else. See
Okay.
any...
I'm wondering if that's
anything
another
like
option that changed. Give me a second. Let's take a look at it in combat. Give me just a second. Show effects, show notice. Skip dead non-ally needs to be on. Okay, I don't see anything that would be do. So let's try this on your. And I think maybe we have to. Let me pull up your character sheet real quick and see. So on your actions. I'm going to scroll down to your weapons, which is below all these damn spells that you have slotted. You got a bunch of new spells with nothing there that probably need to be cleaned up.
That's weird. The weapon should be at the top. I don't use the paladin spells or anything because I know what all he has access to.
There we go. Combat. Okay. Who just tried to turn Granny? Did I accidentally do that?
No, my bad. I was looking at the effects.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to grab your combat dice and just drop it on the very second Batarian list, because the first one's already unconscious, right?
Right.
Let's see if it hits him. Okay, and so that rolled as a hit. So you drop the dice on the...
That was with my cleric. That wasn't with the paladin. Because what I've been doing is I've been dragging the dice on the one I want to attack, for example, like that second one here. See, it just says attack. It doesn't specify like which one it's going to, which is weird.
I'm using your character sheet, the actions tab. At the bottom left, there's an option for combat mode. And then I'm dragging the attack roll onto...
Oh, I see.
Onto the creature name, and then I'm dragging the damage roll onto the creature name in the combat tracker, so it targets that attack and that damage against that creature.
Okay, I see what it is. The paladin didn't have that combat mode set or the display for its thing set. That's probably why it wasn't working right.
Yeah, more than likely. It can be a little quirky. And I think
So
I
do we want to put that one, but yeah, that one Batari died from that mace damage.
Mace damage. How did you
Yeah,
attack from
'cause
a mace from across the river? Did
that's
you just
whenever you use
chuck
knife.
it at him?
No, that's whenever you used. If you look at the chat box on the left, you selected Furby,
Yeah, I
the
meant to do
cleric,
ice.
not ice.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna reverse that damage because it is Ice's turn, right? Whose turn is it? Is it Ice's turn?
yeah. It's
Okay.
Ice's turn.
So try that attack as ice now. Let's see how that works.
Alrighty.
At Batiri, but it's a miss. Damn it.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have
Well, it
two
had a
attacks though? Doesn't Ice have two attacks at his level?
Yeah, yeah, he does. Attack. Why is it saying it's at a disadvantage? Yeah, I'll try again. I'll throw another one. Oh well, it'll be all right. I'll figure it out with him later.
Is it because we're throwing it as opposed to just? But no, that's weird. Okay, so we got a Batiri on the attack. He is going to, if I can get the right option here. Take a shot at you with an arrow. Thunk. Alright, you just got hit by an arrow coming flying out of the woods. Alright, Jude, it is your turn to shoot at something. I think Jude's been waiting for us this entire time. That's going to be a miss, unfortunately.
They are in the woods, though. Does he get an area of effect attack?
Not with a firebolt. That's.
Lights the woods on fire.
Then we got another Batiri.
Can't hide in the trees if there is no trees.
I'm gonna burn the woods down. Is that what you're gonna do? Another arrow comes sailing out of the woods and hits Flask of Wine.
Oh, kitties are pincushions.
Yes, unfortunately. We need to clear an effect. Hang on just a second. I'm showing Granny's being turned. I didn't know Granny was dead.
Oh, let me fix that. I didn't think it was going to stay turned.
Yeah, you were playing. Okay. And that Batiri attacked. Now it is Flask of Wine's attack. And who is Flask of Wine going to target? Just the nearest Batiri that we can see? That sounds good to me. One point of damage. Talk about suckage. Alrighty. And an arrow goes sailing past you, Matthew, and misses. It is your turn to do something. Do something.
All right, finally, everything's coming up on Millhouse. Bring forth the sacred flame. Yeah. All right. Here comes the hurt. Zip.
Save dexterity, auto fail.
That's everybody can take the damage.
Did you Batiri save, auto fail? That was 6 points of damage.
Yep.
I'll manually apply it to a Batiri. And then it'll be another Batiri's turn, because their damn things are like cockroaches. You take another arrow, Matthew. Shit's getting painful.
Yeah. Good. I like it too.
Alright, second round of combat begins now. And that's a miss. And arrows are just crisscrossing the river. Back and forth, the shots just keep getting fired. Oh, that one sinks into the deck right near Flask of Wine's feet. And now it is Felonius's turn to fuck shit up.
That's a big bow. Got the big damage. Let's go.
Nice hit. That's going to kill something. A longbow. Yep.
Oh, it's dead.
It's dead. And I like the fact that it now skips turns on dead creatures, so I'm not trying to attack with a dead creature. Granny's turn. Oh, that was still your attack, wasn't it? Roll the damage.
Yeah, we get 2.
Yeah, I forget about that. Up, heavily wounded. Nope. Now it's Granny's turn.
I got a blowgun. Yes, I do. 12 hit.
Nope, it's a miss.
Alright. That's done.
Alrighty. Ice is looking for some payback because he's been hit by a couple arrows, Matthew.
Alrighty, here we go. Let's see. Let's go after that. Pop the Batari. Oh, alright, well that's a miss then. Alright.
Throw his
There's
second
another
one.
one.
Yep.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, that one hit. So you hear the grunt and some guttural language coming from the
now
woods.
it's actually doing the damage. Okay, cool. That one actually did auto-apply to it. Alright.
Good. So one of the Batiris takes aim and lets loose with another arrow at you, Matthew.
I can spare the health.
All right, Jude. You guys are pincushions right now.
But we like it. We like acupuncture.
Okay, so that roll didn't show a hit. So just tell me which one in the roster you're targeting when you roll damage, and I'll apply the damage to that creature.
That was just the roll to. That wasn't a roll for damage. Or on a creature.
Yeah, but I mean you're targeting a creature with firebolt, right?
I was just rolling to see.
I was gonna say, so drop the. There you go. That one's took a jolt and is dying. Good hit. Alrighty, another Batiri targeting who? Flask of Wine. And an arrow goes sailing overhead and splashes into the water harmlessly behind her. You hear the hiss of the cat as it turns and lets an arrow fly. And you hear the grunt and the guttural cry of the little goblinoid looking freaks in the woods as it takes another arrow. All right, Matt, we're back around to you. Y'all are dropping Batiri left and right.
Oh. Attacking bolt out of ammo. Oh wait, I'm still on a ballista. Can I use the ballista then?
Roll the attack, but don't roll the damage. We'll roll the damage as a separate roll.
Alrighty.
Ice is out of ammo.
That's for the javelin rolls.
Oh, okay.
I'm using that. Alright. And what do I roll for the ballista damage?
It's going to be 1d8 with a plus. Let's see if we can do it as a plus. I'll tell you what, roll it as 2d8. And then tell me who we're targeting with it, and I'll apply the damage to them.
Alright. We are targeting that one healthy bacteria that has the initiative of 11.
Here in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Right below my name. Right below.
And you just rolled a 16. You rolled 2 8s, dude. Yeah, well. Oh, wait.
Nice.
Who's the pincushion now?
No shit. All right.
Can I make a second ballista attack since I get attacks a turn?
So at this point, you hear scattering in the woods,
Cowards.
and they disappear into the darkness.
Cowards.
Well, you dropped enough of them. Hell.
They
We can
have
drop 'em.
plenty bodies.
So after all the excitement and the cleanup, the rest of the night goes on uneventful. And y'all are unmolested the rest of the evening. I love how there's blood splotches in the trees, just blood on the leaves. Isn't that cool as shit?
It is.
Oh,
That's where you
Trail of
belong,
blood.
critters.
Lordy.
Well,
All
let's
right.
see.
So the rest of the evening is uneventful.
Do you mind if I heal up a flask of wine, that little kitty cat there?
Not at all.
Alright, where's that good old... That's weird, it's not showing... Wait, let me check something. I feel like that cure spell is off. Oh, that's right, okay. Let's see, I wonder, can I make it work like this? Baller! And make it like that, nice. I don't need healing myself, or do I? Nah.
So let me go pop over and take a look at the combat tracker.
Did that apply it to Glasgow wine? I thought they were at 40 to begin with too.
No, so like if you look at that, so if you look at their 40, that's their HP, then the box to the right of that is temporary. The box to that is how much damage they've taken.
There should be the third one that says
Oh,
wounded.
okay.
They should still have like 8 damage unhealed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, I was looking.
Yeah, because I was testing it out. I was like, I wonder if I can make this work before we have to try and guess.
Alright, let me clear targets off of these. And then, what do we have open on? There we go. Oh, I thought I cleared the turned effect off of Gran, but I guess I didn't. There we go.
You don't need it. You'd be alright.
That should clean up the combat tracker. Okay. So it's another misty morning here in the hot-ass jungles of Chult. As you step out on deck, the cats have been busy playing dice on the deck this morning. There's a little bit of grumbling and sing-songy voices going back and forth as they argue about who's cheating. They're both accusing each other of cheating at dice. So sailing on further, you had said there was some things you might wanted to consider doing as far as in terms of movement. Matthew? In terms of speed?
Yeah. Oh, I know I got 2 of those control water spells. I was wondering if I could use the oh, let's see, where did I read the thing on it? Let me pull it up real quick.
That's a
Make sure I
skinny.
get this
Are we
right.
gonna surf a wave, Furby?
So that's a range/area of 300 feet, and one of them was redirect flow. I was wondering, if I stand in the middle of the boat, can I redirect the flow on either the ship to kind of like blast or speed us up a little bit? Or would I have to be on the back of the boat and have the water push the back of it as we go along?
That's what I would say. Either that or some kind of wind spell to alter the wind.
Unfortunately, I don't have that. But what I do is one of the effects of it is part water. What I could do is the way it describes it is like making a trench down the middle, like Moses part in the sea. What if I do something similar to that, but not entirely part, where I raise the water in the back, but lower the water in the front to kind of tilt us forward at an angle? Would that work?
I would say that's going to be a little bit of a bouncy ride, but yeah, that ought to work.
Would that be the fastest, you think, or would be the pushing wall back of the boat to speed us along? Would that probably be our best bet
That
then?
would probably be the best bet, I would think.
Okay, let's see. I know it's a concentration spell. Up to 10 minutes. So, yeah. Can do that twice before I gotta take a long rest.
I'm just moving
So,
y'all
yeah.
back to the bottom of the river because the river just keeps going on and on and on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna
So-
only do that, like, once between long rest because, like, I don't want to
See-
across something and not have that spell available.
So in 10 minutes, you're going to basically be able to do this for 10 minutes at a time.
Yep.
And you've got this
between
spell
a long
memorized
rest.
twice.
Yep.
So you can use it twice and give you 20 minutes if you go ahead and burn them both.
Yeah, but I only want to burn. I want to hang on to one in reserve in case I for something fun.
All right. So through this method, you manage to gain the amount of distance in a 10-minute stretch of what would take you roughly 3 hours of sailing upriver.
Nice. So we could cut our time down
That's
quite
pretty
a
hardy.
bit with this.
Yeah, you can gain in a day's time. If you burn 2 of these in a day, you're going to gain about 2 days worth of travel.
Okay, so well, if I take a long rest, like if I wake up in the morning, do it, that's a day's travel. Wake up in the evening and do it again, we can get another day's travel.
Now say that again. You warbled out.
So like if I wake up in the morning and burn that spell twice, that's 1 day's travel, right?
It's about half a day's travel when you burn that
Half a day's
spell.
travel. Okay, so I would have to cast it 4 times in 1 day.
You're going to have to cast it twice in a day to gain a day's of travel, a day's worth of travel in about 20 minutes, because it's a 10-minute duration, right?
Right.
So that'll give you a full day's travel in 20 minutes, and then if the boat just sails normally during the remainder of the day, they're going to gain an additional day in normal travel mode. So burning it twice a day plus regular travel will cover 2 days worth of river.
Okay, so the traveling a day normally is 8 hours, right?
Yes, because you're stopping for the night as it approaches dusk. So daylight varies, so you're getting roughly 11 to 12 hours worth of sailing in a day.
All right, so here's my proposition. We'll wake up, cast that spell twice, sail normally, and while we're sailing, I want to take a long rest and do it again 2 more times. So that'd be 3 days of travel in 1 day.
3 days of travel in 1 day.
Let's motorboat it along then.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I did not build my encounter plan for this. So I love how you come up with some creative shit with spells.
Oh yeah, no, every spell I could have, I'm gonna have a use for it. Like, yeah, sure, it's fun power washing pirates, but next spell up, I get spell a 3rd time, and I'm gonna use it on the water again.
All right.
So, question. So if we come across encounters like things in the water and we're going that fast, we're just gonna point to it and kill it, right?
Or you're going to sail right through it. If it's during one of your spells, you're going to go through it so damn fast that there's not going to be a reaction time for whatever. I mean, you might plow right through a pod of freaking crocodiles, but they ain't going to be able to keep up.
They're gonna be like, "What the hell was that?
What
and
the
why did it hurt?"
Fuck, yeah. What the fuck was that? It just ran a wooden keel across my backside.
All right, let's do the boat, boys. Let's speed up this trip.
That's freaking insane.
We're saving money on expenses. The crew's gonna be pissy, but I don't care. Money for this
Equal magic
bullshit.
gold per day. He found a way to save money.
So you literally during your morning shot we're just gonna breeze right through you come around a curve. Literally, there's crocodiles on either side of the ship, but you are literally moving so fast that these things are like, it's like they try to catch you just for the thrill of the chase, but they fall away behind you so quick. It's just like, okay, that's just not. No, they give up that pursuit fairly quickly, and
Just Tokyo Drift.
yeah, you see, it's like one of them gets pissed off, and you just see its tail slapping down against the water. It's like, damn it, there went my breakfast.
That's what I call fast food.
Yeah, fast food, but we didn't get to eat. It was so damn fast. So you're pissed off alligators on your morning encounter, and then during your long rest, let's see what's gonna happen during a long rest. Because Matthew, I had crocodiles ready. And these are some giant crocodiles. We're talking, let's see.
Do we still get experience for drifting them? Because I feel like that's a creative solution, which should still be rewarded for.
Nice try.
Boo. You're just upset I mowed my way through them.
I'm not upset. You're upset. The unfortunate thing is
I'm not crying, you're crying.
the module doesn't have anything but a sea token for giant crocodiles. I wish it had a picture for a damn giant crocodile. So I'm awfully disappointed. Why do I not have? I'll have to look at that for next time as well. I got some things I want to do inside of Fantasy Grounds to better improve this. So, okay, afternoon while you're long resting. Afternoon is uneventful. So you're coming into getting close to dusk. Are you motorboating again?
Let's motorboat it up.
Oh, Jesus. So we're doing this is what, our second day of actual daylight, and we're going to cover 3 days worth of travel today. Our first day we covered a day worth of travel. So in 2 days' time, you're covering 4 days worth of river.
And then when I wake up, we're going to do it again.
All you know is your sailors are grumbling that this isn't right. This is not natural. But in the meantime, they're sitting on the deck shooting dice and gabbing. Because, there's no need to keep the sails up. All they need to do is tie them down. Because, furl them. Because, shit, they're just going to drag the ship back at the rate you're moving the vessel forward.
They get 20 minutes of playtime before,
Yeah, they get playtime
breaks.
before they have to get back into work. So your helmsman is just a grinning because he's enjoying the challenge of making the curves on some of these river turns. It's like he's getting fancy. He's like, as you come up to a curve, you feel the ship to start to tilt a little bit, like he's trying to turn it into the side. So, your evening rush, as we shall call it, was once again uneventful. So yeah, you have covered 3 days worth of travel in an effing day. I'm mad about this.
Love it.
As a DM, I'm mad about this.
But it's a creative solution. You want us to save the world, and we're making up for lost time for our assery.
You know what? There is that.
We're on a deadline.
I can tell you that your benefactors are going to be well pleased with your progress in the first 2 days out of port.
Feel like we're a third of the way there.
Yes, exactly.
What?
It's like, what the fresh hell? have you been
Not
up
even a
to?
week. We're in the desert. How? How are you in the desert?
Okay, why are none of my encounters showing here?
Because I'm running them over.
Let me go all. That's weird. It's like my encounters have all disappeared. Alright. So the river run. Give me just a second. I'm kind of absorbing some stuff here. I'm getting ready to throw some dice too for encounters. This is all in town. We are no longer in town. Your two guides enjoy the ship movement tremendously because the wind through their fur has an exciting effect. It's like they're just, their eyes are twinkling as a result.
This pleases the cats.
This pleases the cats. Doing everything but purring. That's insane. All right. Give me just a second. I'm getting ready to roll an encounter for y'all. So, would we say it was a full week to Camp Vengeance?
I believe so.
But Camp Righteous is kind of the halfway point, isn't it? If I remember looking at the map.
Let's see, where's the map?
Let me pull the map real quick.
Actually, it looks like Camp Vengeance is kind of close to Camp Righteous, like maybe a...
So you're...
If we're halfway to Camp Righteous, we should be at that one curve that's at the end of Shawson Star, right? Like that one curve there at the middle, then if we're like at the halfway point.
Yeah, you're going to be coming up on Camp Righteous here probably within the next day's worth of a little bit more than a day and a half's worth of travel. You're going to make fall at Camp Righteous.
And we're going to Tokyo drift past it.
Are you? You're going to stop?
Is there anything fun there?
Well, we'll discuss it when you get there.
All right, I suppose we could take a look at it and then keep on Tokyo drifting down the river.
All right. Alrighty. So you have another night run-in with your little short stack friends. Just not as many of them this time.
Do I have my control water spells back? I might wave them for fun.
Well, no, because you got interrupted sleep from the night attack.
Boo.
So, but I was looking at the map. Here, I'll share the map I'm seeing with y'all. So yeah, you're coming up on the curve of Shawson Star. You know, within the next day, you're going to be arriving at Camp Righteous.
Nice.
And I'm going to close that map out because that's showing a lot more detail than I really want to share with y'all.
I feel like,
hey, give it back. I was looking at stuff.
Where it's like SpongeBob, that episode of SpongeBob where like they're going treasure hunting and they're like, we gotta look at the map.
Got the eyes bugging out of their head.
I thought you said Weast.
Patrick, does this map look familiar? I mean, SpongeBob, does this map look familiar? You mean it's just our game board taped to a piece of paper? And do you think that might be a problem there, boys?
It was his cup.
He was #1!
I wasn't trying to drop
The
a
hash slinging, the slash singing.
the hash slinging slasher. Shit, I can't even say it now. So the little bastards are all down close to the water this time.
Ah, look at them. Right before
Could
the
I,
play.
like, potentially, like, touch the water and freeze it?
With what spell?
Just
What spell you
Chill
want to use?
touch?
Chill touch. Let's see. That is a good question. Let's see what the effects say.
Oh, that reminds me. Do we all get full HP back since we've been kind of just chilling and not doing much?
Yes, when we initiate combat, remind me. I will trigger. I will place healing on all y'all. You create a
Okay.
ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with a chill of the grave. So no, it's not really a cold attack as much as it's like a psychological type necrotic
What
attack.
about frostbite?
Frostbite?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Now, frostbite, we might can work with that. Wait a minute. Search spells, not everything else. Frostbite. Because the okay, it's a cantrip. Casting time 1 action. Con save, you cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. No, it's really going to target one creature and not like the water.
Okay, well, it was worth asking.
Yeah, it was good. Good thought process. Might be some grounds for us to look at maybe some spell modifications if you guys want to develop some custom spells that you can use for that kind of stuff.
Ooh. Does that mean I do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are of sufficiently advanced level now. It's at a point where you can start doing these kind of things.
Time to use Mage Hand for testicular portion.
It takes time and money to do the studies and the experimentation, though. Not something you can do on an active adventure. It's something we can look at as like a downtime activity in between sessions. That's how we used to do it back in the day with 2nd edition. His downtime was spent on improving skills or customizing spells or even, dare I say it, creating our own magic items.
Create or destroy water. I would like to. Wait, no.
See, we had
control water. I
we
have an idea with it.
we were typical teenage boys, so when we wanted to customize spells, we made shit that was like way OP. And then the group would sit down and be like, no, that's not happening. We're going to have to poo-poo that as a group.
I would like to control water. What water? We're in a desert. I want water in their blood.
The
And send it
water in
straight
your
to their
body,
heart.
duh.
Send it straight to their heart or their brain.
No.
Cast
no.
aneurysm.
Cast
Look,
aneurysm.
I just want the liquid out of your blood. I don't want the metals, just the liquid.
Just destroy water. Yeah, no, but control water. I could just hydrate them instantly. Just
Gonna be like the mummy? Are you
just
technically
instantly
you're
dehydrate people.
technically you're creating undead in Brian's mind. I mean, seriously, that's how I look at that.
Well, thank God I got Radiant Flame, which is a cantrip that does double damage against undead.
So you just create undead and then turn them. Okay.
Yep. Just congratulations, part of my skeleton army. Enjoy.
So this is another night fight.
But we have dark vision, so we can see.
Oh, I got something fun for these people.
Well, technically, you could do other things that would.
Oh, I was gonna daylight and flare their asses.
Yeah,
like we
see,
did the
you're thinking
Ropers.
like I was thinking.
Oh,
Wait,
you guys
what?
want to see us here? Pop.
Why are they not? Why can I not add them to the damn map now?
Oh,
Okay, give me a second. I gotta drop Batiri into the combat tracker.
I should hope you bring this show.
2, 3, 4,
New
5.
adventure, y'all. We should all be clerics.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! No,
Different domains, though.
no, no, and no.
I.
Okay,
You don't want them to
initiative.
turn out like me?
I'm gonna roll.
What we need to do is just play something where we can just like do a bunch of damage and then heal each other, and it'd be like, "Oh, you're hurt. Okay, here's a heal. Oh, you're hurt.
Clerics.
Okay, here's a heal. Oh, you need some damage. Here goes some bonus damage."
Y'all throw
Oh, I
some.
can.
Y'all throw some initiative out there for me.
So I can actually do that bonus thing for y'all, actually. Well, for attacks, I suppose. Here
Initiative.
comes that bad initiative, and here comes this other one.
Did mine go? No.
Yes, a 4. Perfect. I got them right where I want them.
Okay. My rolls are sucking tonight.
Mine
Not
have
as bad
2
as
for
my
the most
4.
part. All right, so it looks like one of the Batiri is gonna go first. He recognizes the danger certain people represent. So give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and select all of their targets for the fight.
It's me. I'm your.
Huh?
I said it's me. I'm your little cleric.
Whatever. Don't flatter
Well, no.
yourself.
The pirates thought too.
All right. Round 1. It is Felonious. My friend, you're being used as a pincushion. But
Oh,
that's
it's a big
okay
old beefcake.
because it's immediately your turn, so.
It says it's my turn.
What?
It went to ice.
Yeah, I think the combat tracker's off.
Is it trying to pick up where we left off, you think?
It says round 1, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just.
Hang on, let me see. We'll circle around to Felonious real quick. And I will re-edit us back to round 1.
There we go. Okay.
Did you
Okay.
give us full health?
I did. You should have. You should. I'm reading y'all as all green and no wounds other than the 5 points that Felonious just took from an arrow.
Okay, all I
Those are
see
baby
are
boo-boos.
the initiative. Oh, okay, I see what the HP is. Except for like 3 or 4 of them.
Alrighty, Felonious. Do something felonious.
It's a 15 hit.
With a fucking +6, yes? Jesus. Roll
Well, no, that's
damage.
15 total.
Yeah, 15 total. He rolled a 9, but he has a +6 on his to
Oh,
hit.
Oh, yeah, he does. Damn.
Freaking vicious.
It's him too. Okay, I know that hits.
Well, that one's
Let's see.
dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felonious has already killed
Killed
2 of them right out of the
Jesus.
effing gate. Go Power Ranger.
Teach
Go
them to
Power
hurt me.
Ranger.
Don't touch my no-no square. Well, where is that? Everywhere.
So, I mean, it immediately jumps to Flask of Wine because the second Batiri's already like, okay, you've already punched the clock of the first 2 in the combat order. It's like, fuck. Okay.
Go back to bed for my character then. I don't even need to be here.
Oh, wait, did I not have a target specified for Flask of Wine? I guess I didn't, because you killed it!
Okay, I'm assuming we don't get our arrows back because we're shooting from a boat, so...
And sooner or later,
That may
y'all
be
gonna
an
run out of
issue.
arrows. Mm-hmm.
Alec can just take my crossbow. I don't even use that damn thing.
All right, well, shit. Flask of wine pops one right in the head.
Got one shot off in there.
You got the waft of caca coming across the water. I think that one might have soiled itself when it got hit in the head with an arrow. Okay, well, Jude, y'all are making short work of these little bastards.
Let me see. That one. Nope.
Oh, I thought it was going to roll the 20. Damn it.
Oh, that'd have been hilarious.
This is me and my luck we're talking about.
So one of the things I'm going to do for the next session, because I mean you're gonna make it by one camp tonight, but probably not to the other. I'm gonna custom build a Batiri battle stack, and what's gonna happen is when they attack, they're all gonna attack as one. So like right now, these Batiri get one attack each. When the battle stack attacks, however many Batiri are in the stack is how many attacks are going to come at you. So you might potentially have 3 different short bow attacks coming from shore simultaneously.
No, you're trying to do us like they did the Spartans.
Where y'all? I have that battle stack. I got something really fun too.
River Mist fires off across a short bow arrow into another Batiri. Doesn't kill it, but does heavily wound it. Shit, you've got 3 dead, 1 injured, and 2 healthy yet. This one's pissed, and he is targeting. He is targeting River Mist for retribution, but he misses because apparently his injuries are serious enough to impact his performance. And they don't make medication for that.
Not yet they don't.
Not yet they don't.
I'm going to heal him.
And the next Batiri pops up and takes a shot at Granny, but misses. Arrows are just sing-songing across the water. And Granny's turn for some payback. Let's kill something.
That damn blowgun.
Why? That fucking blowgun. Seriously. You killed the bitch with a blowgun. That must have been the injured. Was that the injured one? That had to be the injured one. Because I'm like, there's no way you did enough damage with a fucking blowgun to kill somebody. Yeah.
Alright. Comes the good old ballista.
Okay.
And this was 2d8.
2d8, and who you targeting?
1. Which?
You warbled. Looking at the roster, who you targeting? One of the healthies?
The one that has the initiative of 5.
The one at the very bottom, and you did 12 points of damage?
Yep.
So, his head explodes like a watermelon as the crossbow bolt takes him in the head.
See.
Okay, we've got to roll a morale check at this point because we've got like 1 guy left.
Stand and fight, cow.
Fuck it, I'm out, he says. He ditches and runs. Like, nope, and nope.
Can we murder him? Can I roll for an attack of opportunity?
You want to AoE? Roll an AoE. I'll allow it before I close out the tracker. Make sure
see, how do I do that? Matt, help!
You just roll an attack. Drop your attack dice on him.
Just normal attack?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
So, how far away is he? Like, I like to try to zap him with Sacred Flame before he gets too far away.
40 or 50 feet. Did you really miss?
13.
You missed?
I think I did.
You missed? So you just fire an arrow.
If I missed, I missed.
You fire an arrow at his back, and Matt, are you rolling an attack too?
I'm gonna try to Sacred Flame his ass real quick.
Okay, he failed to save. Where's the damage?
Here it comes. Zip zap. Does 7 damage kill it?
I think you've had somebody else targeted because I don't show any damage to the one that was running. It still reads healthy. Who were you targeting, Matthew?
I was targeting the healthy one that was trying to run.
Let me find you in the roster here. Where are you? No, I don't
Bitty
show you.
bottom.
I don't show you how to target selected.
What?
Because notice in the combat tracker, like under ice, under river mist, it shows target. Under flask of wine, it shows target. You were targeting nothing.
Well, that's weird. The chat log and it says
You were-
Sacred Flame.
I think
at
you were
Atari.
targeting. I think you were targeting a materia that was already dead.
That's weird. I rolled over it. Let me try. Sacred Flame edit. Yeah. Okay. So that.
Avatari.
There it goes.
Oh, well, it's dead.
Oh, zippy zapping anyway.
So you got all of them.
Put them in the back when they're not.
No vicious mockery.
Actually, I thought about getting a bar for that vicious mockery because, like, I just want to be able to bully people to death.
You want to bully people to death?
I mean, that's what vicious mockery is. It's basically bullying.
All right.
You're ugly.
Anybody injured? Nobody injured, other than Felonius did take an arrow very early on, but other than that,
Where?
We showed him what happens.
And loot them.
all
To
right.
get our arrows and stuff back.
You wanna stop the ship and go ashore?
Well, let's grab our arrows back out of them, and guess they're using short bows and everything like that, right?
Yep.
So let's snag their arrows too.
So we're gonna take
Or
a
frisk their pockets while we're up there.
take a longboat ashore and see what kind of treasure you can come up with.
And take all their arrows, like every single bundle.
Damn it! I accidentally deleted your ship from the map. Grumble, grumble. Fuck!
It'll be all right. We know it's there.
It's invisible like the boatmobile.
It's the invisible boatmobile.
Mobile.
Oh Jesus!
I got us.
Y'all are killing me.
Good.
Y'all are killing me with the frickin' SpongeBob references. You're going northwest, Patrick. Oh, we're going northwest. That's northwest, Patrick.
All right, SpongeBob. What's the first thing we do? Floor it? Yes.
No,
Floor it,
no.
Okay, so I need to gin up some treasure for you for these guys. Unfortunately, they're not very wealthy, because, I mean, who do they trade with for money out here in the middle of effing nowhere?
Want their arrows and javelins. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. Well,
So you managed to come up with about 6 javelins. And between the 5 bodies, you come up with about 30 arrows. So you do come up with some weaponry. Let's see what other treasure you might have come up with from these guys. Wow, there's not a whole lot of stuff, so we will just do a random generator real quick.
and
4 rocks.
The biting ant.
15 sticks.
So, one of the things you notice since you come ashore is all of these little green goblins, because, you know, normally goblins are like an orangish red color. These guys are like little green goblins. It kind of blends them in with the forest if they would run around with something other than these bright-ass red fucking clothes and masks on. So... you know, they kind of have a good natural camouflage, but they defeat it by you know, wearing gaudy stuff.
are they colorblind?
No, they're stupid.
That's fair. Stupid enough to fight us. All right, so can I take all the javelins for our? He's been eating them things left and right.
So between the 5 of them, you come up with about 50. You come up with 50 gold and 90 silver pieces. But that's all the currency they have on them, and that's all dirty and nasty and smelling. I mean, it's really who they getting money from out here, unless they actually run into somebody in the woods. And let's see, no magic items, no art objects.
Yes, they're famous as painters.
They're famous as painters. Yeah, everything's in effing red.
Yeah, but what's the
It
quality
really-
of those robes? Are they silk?
These dudes are all under 5 feet tall. Nothing here going to fit you unless you plan on wearing some high fucking boots to keep from showing your knobby knees. Okay, bro?
It'll fit the dwarf. Make
It'll-
him wear it.
It will fit the dwarf. It'll be a little tight though.
He's smelly enough as is. We're not gonna notice.
You could, I don't know, if you had what looked like a bacteria on board, do you think they would ignore the passage of your ship and stop attacking you?
Yeah. It's the clothing that's red, right?
Yes. I mean, the cats are short. They're all under 5. One's 5 foot and the other one's 5'5", so about dwarf sized. You think maybe
Yeah.
some
All right,
disguises some disguises might be in order, and I might modify some encounter checks.
Well, let's see. There's 6 of them. We can fit 1 on the dwarf, 2 on the cats. That leaves 3 remaining. So we could probably cover up at least 1 other person if we're taking clothes from stitching them together.
You've got your sailors are kind of short, because sailors back in the day were short.
All right. Yeah. Let's.
You want to clothe a sailor or 2 and see if maybe your captain or your helmsman can pass as a Batiri ship. Maybe pass it off as a Batiri ship with just a few humans on it.
Yeah,
As long as
Wrap
the
up.
tabaxi are wearing masks and keep their gloves on their hands and don't show any skin or fur in their case, would definitely modify some encounters in terms of hostility. Just something to think about.
Since. Yeah, let's go ahead and cram some sailors into these clothing, but let's gather them all up in one place, because I have a bunch of soap that I have not used quite yet, and let's kind of wash these so they don't stink so bad.
Okay,
Dirty, bloody
so you
clothes.
got the
on our
ship
poor
resting
people.
at anchor. What do you want to do with these bodies on the shore?
I'll toss them into the water. We can chump it up for the fish later.
You want to
Oh yeah.
chum some crocodiles?
Keep, no, with the bodies. Michael, you got that cantrip for fire.
So Granny, I just caught what you did.
Firebolt.
I just caught what you did, Granny. You triggered your folding
Oh,
boat
yeah.
to come ashore. Dude!
Yep.
Dude, that was a role play and a storytelling moment for me. I should have been paying closer attention. Ah! I suck!
It's all right.
Because I was
Let's
like,
have Michael use his. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wasn't talking. I think I cut somebody else off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Let's have Michael use his firebolt spell to burn. I'll take the clothes and wash them, because I have I think I have 4 or 5 bars of soap that I just bought and was going to use them for traps and other things. And I'll use crate water to get some fresh water and I'll wash these clothes. That way we're not having to. These poor sailors.
And you don't have to
Dirty,
smell
bloody
blood.
clothing.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
smell blood. So you're gonna burn the bodies, or are you chumming the bodies, or what are you doing with the bodies?
Let's burn the bodies, because I don't want to have crocodiles beside the boat while we're trying.
Might be a good way to, if you suddenly find yourself in a crocodile situation, tossing a body overboard might get them to leave you alone, though. I mean, truthfully.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. You know, let's take the body.
You run into 5 or 6 crocodiles and throw one body overboard. I guarantee you, there's going to be a fight in the water for that one body.
Yeah, let's take 2 of them on board, and we'll burn the rest.
I'm sorry, the DM's just throwing out random ideas here.
As I'm gonna
They're
steal
good
them.
ideas.
Hey, I take no credit because I like to play along and kind of role play it as we go too.
Ooh, the next time we Tokyo drift past some crocodiles, we can throw a body overboard. It's a consolation prize. Be like, here you go.
Okay, so little midnight laundry, little midnight fire. I wouldn't roast anything over the fire. You do manage to get another enough rest that you can spell cast the next morning. So once again, it's daylight, and everybody is healed up to full hit points. And so now we have 2 tabaxi and a dwarf disguised as Batiri goblins, along with 2 sailors. So it looks like you've only got a handful of humans on the ship, because your helmsman's dressed as one. You've got one other sailor operating on the deck. As long as y'all keep kind of a low profile, you might be able to get through this without having to fight any more of the biting ant tribe.
Yeah, we can just send everybody down below deck.
Except for
Steady
me, we
cruising.
need to keep doing our thing.
Oh yeah, you gotta crouch down, get real low.
Batiri tribes. Jolt.
Well, Matt, you still have rope, right?
Plenty of rope.
We're gonna loosely put some rope around your hands and legs to make it look like you're captured.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright, so let me see what we have going on in terms of morning encounters. Are we engaging in our little crazed sailing activity before we do anything else?
Yep.
Alright, as y'all get out of the boat and get settled in for your launch, Grammy folds up the little folding boat back into its little box and tucks it neatly into a pocket on his body. I knew that damn folding boat was going to come in handy someplace.
I just wish we could fill it with rocks and then collapse it.
What are you trying to do, make a diamond? Or trying to break your damn boat? I think you're going to break your damn boat. And it's not even not even your boat, Matthew. It's his boat.
Well, hear me out. My idea was to fill it with rocks on itself, use Michael's mage hand to lift up the boat, uncollapse it, and just whack something with a boat full of rocks and just crush it. Like something really, really big.
No.
I know, you already told me, because you said, yeah, it goes to pour out. Yeah, we've already tried that idea and you shot it down.
Yeah.
I was going to use it to kill dragons.
Alright, so the morning... Oh, shit.
Boy.
Oh my god.
Okay. Where is my attack at? How big are these fuckers? Let me see. Huge beast.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to put...
Pet.
I don't think we're going to put more than 2 into this encounter because I would like y'all to live through it. Alrighty. So as you finish your morning spell casting and the ship begins to slow, Matthew, you come up and let me roll a dice to see how far away.
It's right on.
Oh shit! So they surface. they surface quickly, and they are no more than 20 feet from the bow of the boat, and nothing more to be said other than fuck.
Are those crocodile things?
Those crocodile things. I like how he says that.
Well, I don't know if they're Are they crocodiles or alligators? Wait, they're in the water. That makes them alligators, right?
It's a crocodile.
But they're in a jungle.
They both like
Crocodiles-
water.
They
Yeah,
are
crocodiles like dusty areas.
It's like one likes, well, actually, that's not even true anymore because they find seawater and salt water, or freshwater and salt water of both. And then, like, they used to say it's like the shape of the snout and all these other features, but those are becoming. Because, like, there's the caiman that kind of is like in between both of them. So, how do I know this? Because I had to do research with third graders about freaking crocodiles and alligators.
Okay, I'm going to close out the encounter window. All right, so here's the thing. They can't get to you on the deck of the ship, right?
Right.
But they can give the ship a hell of a beating in the water. So, how would you like to proceed? You barely have time. You've got maybe 15 minutes. You're going to be sailing right into the middle of them.
Alrighty.
And these
I
things,
propose.
are huge. You know, huge translates to probably about as long as your damn ship. So if they start wailing and tailing, you might be swimming the rest of the way.
Okay. I think we should bring up the 2 goblin corpses and start hacking off. Well, let's hack both the goblins in half. Have one body on each side of the ship. When we get close to them, throw off one half each side and try to go them, and then toss the other when we're like right on top of them as well to try and get them to eat those things and just get away from them.
All right, so we're going to get crazy here. We're going to have to throw some dice just to see how this is going to play out. I'm going to
All right.
roll some dice to determine their hostility levels. Okay. So far, so good. As the ship closes, they don't seem to be really taking an aggressive stance towards you. So as you narrow the gap, what would you like to do first? And then we're going to have to roll. Anybody got some animal handling skills? I'm sure our
No.
Power Ranger does.
Let me see. I have.
Surprisingly, have +5 for my animal handling.
You have animal handling?
It's
I only
not
have
a.
plus
It's not.
2.
Yeah.
And a 0.
I'm not put animal hand is a +5 on it.
So one of the things I need to do is, So in my player mode, I can't pull up a party sheet for y'all to share on the stream. We'll have to work that out for next time. Okay. So somebody roll, or whoever has animal handling skills, let's roll some animal handling skills with advantage. See, you ain't listening.
Oh, I don't.
You ain't
Sorry.
listening.
Anyway,
I oughta
I'm
let you.
listening.
oughta let you have that shit roll for not listening. Roll with advantage because you have something you can feed them.
Alrighty. So,
So
I
click-
will roll since I have the highest.
So click on the ADV
Yes,
button to the
roll.
left of the dice, and then throw a d20 out there.
With the animal handling skill.
Yes.
All right. So 18.
All right. Flintrum, would you care to try again? You might lose a finger if you don't.
See.
Okay. So y'all mutilate these poor Batiri bodies and start chucking limbs into the water. Of course, that gets their attention. So they immediately start swimming towards the ship. And you see these things, these long reptilian bodies come up alongside, and they're easily damn near the length of your ship, and at least a good 10 feet wide. So you're talking a crocodile that's 40 feet long, 40 to 50 feet long, with this massive tail. And all you see is they just come up and the water starts to roil and thrash as they grab limbs and literally start to roll. So you see these creatures doing a death roll on either side. Actually, because of their massive size, it has a rolling effect on the boat. So, I want everybody to roll a dex check just to make sure you don't fall and bust your ass. And please don't fail a check, because no nat ones, because I'd hate for anybody to fall in the water right now. So,
Oh God.
all right. And I will throw our two tabaxi out there. Cats have remarkably good reflexes. An 8 and a 5. I didn't mean for it to add them. So everybody kind of steadies themselves. Everybody gets kind of queasy from the rolling of the boat as these two alligators continue this thrash, and then they disappear.
Oh, thank God.
And you literally just avoided a massive effing fight in the early morning hours.
We shit ourselves now.
Yeah, that was.
Are you gonna you really want to hang your ass overboard right now and try to take a dump? Go right ahead, but let me roll a dice to see if you get bit in the ass.
I was thinking about just shitting myself where I stand.
Are you not going off the poop deck? You just gonna
No,
need to
I'm
wash.
going in my pants.
You're gonna change your clothes and wash again. Time,
God, I got that counter spell. I'll just pressure wash myself.
Patrick. What's that smell?
The smell of shame.
I think you need to
Shame
leave.
and fear.
I think you need to leave the Krusty Krab right now.
There's no rules against it.
All right. So, your morning event was rather intense. The rest of the afternoon sailing into your early evening to your dusk time is also uneventful. Your afternoons, most of your encounters have either been early in the morning or in the middle of the night. So, are you going to do your thing?
Yeah, let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Tokyo Drift.
Let's see if there's going to be any fast encounters along the trip. So, as you're sailing through, you catch sight of some raptors, the velocikind, on the shore. taking a drink. There's like a small pack of them, and there's the little ones skittering around them. They get kind of excited as your ship comes, hauling into view. But the larger raptors just barely raise their head up from the water from their drinking to just watch as you sail by. The smaller raptors are running around the bigger raptors, just kind of excited because of the motion, and they kind of chase along the shore for a distance before a guttural bark from one of the larger raptors calls them back to heel. But other than that, your afternoon leading up to your dusk is uneventful. Oh, we got a husky in the house. All I can see is her tail wagging on camera. Look at that pretty tail. Oh, there's our girl. There's our girl. Hi, mamas. You coming to see your daddy? Yeah, you coming to see your daddy? How is this sweet girl? Yeah, how is this sweet girl? All right, gentlemen. It is dusk as you come pulling up along what would be... I got to close out some maps here because I got so much crap open. Pictures and tokens needs to close. Good God, I had a lot of shit open in Fantasy Grounds. Camp Righteous. Where's my mouse? As you come sailing up the river, actually it's downriver based on the water flows, you come upon an abandoned riverside camp strewn with wreckage. The tents are moldy and tattered, and all the permanent structures appear to have been burned to the ground. There are 2 intact rowboats tied off to a short dock sticking out into the water. North of the camp is a ridge built into which is an 80-foot tall stone statue carved to look like a man with a crocodile on his back. Between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading to a dark tunnel, and to the left of the statue is a crude animal pen with a small panicked bird running around inside it. But other than that, you don't see any signs of life. You don't see any bodies. But
This is
the
Camp
light,
Righteous.
yes, and as the light fades, that's the sight that's burned into your mind's eye. What would you like to do? Do you want to stop and anchor here close by the camp? Do you want to go past it a little ways and anchor? It's getting dark quick, so whatever you decide to do, you have a very short window to make that decision.
Say we go down a little bit and anchor, and then boat up in the morning and check out the camp.
Yeah, because if we boat before it and there's stuff in the camp, we would have to fight our way through on the river. Whereas if we go past it a little bit and then anchor, we don't have to fight through it. We can keep on out.
Alrighty, let me pull images. So you can only see... Well, wait a minute. I don't want to show the whole map because you're not going to be able to see the whole map. Well, yeah, actually, because the statue is a central piece of the camp that you see.
That's the human with the crocodile back, right?
Yes, and I need to toggle the light so that you have visibility. Okay, so you should, in just a second, get a map view of Camp Righteous, provided I did this right. Oh, I hit the... That should disable lighting. Okay. Why is it not showing up on the map? The player map. Shared with players. Visible, invisible. Use walls, use lights. Why is... Alright, we're having a little map malfunction tonight. I love when it wants to be stupid. I'm not seeing any change on the map, are y'all?
Nope.
Nope. Let me close it and open it up again real quick. Nope.
Yeah,
No change.
it's not changing on my end either, even though I'm telling it to use the light. Alright, let me change maps. Close. Close the map. Alright. Camp Righteous. Why? Here we go. And let me make it bigger. Zoom in. And then share with y'all. There you go. Tattered tents, couple little pavilions, and then the statue. You see the feet of the statue pointing towards the water. The inset picture above in the upper right corner is kind of what you see from the ship. And I screwed up the line of sight on this, but you're gonna sail past this to an anchor.
Yeah, we're gonna sail past it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, and then anchor. And night falls. It's probably a good place for a long rest to be initiated, and probably a good stopping point for our next session, since we are 3 hours into this game tonight. Let's chitty chat about prep for next session. 2 weeks out? Are we sticking to a 2-week schedule?
Yep.
Alright. So
Yeah, it's been working pretty well.
Alright, so we've made it as far as Camp Righteous. And looks like it's been abandoned and tore up for a while. So you got some exploration you can do here, or you can bypass it. It just depends on what y'all want to do.
I kind of want to. How about y'all?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
You broke up. What did you say?
But I kind of want to check it out. How about y'all? But we can do that next session.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. It looks like it's got some cool stuff in it.
There's got to be some loot in there somewhere. Sorry.
Anything will get a
marks the
pet
spot.
crocodile now.
Spoken like a true player. Got to be some loot in there somewhere.
What are you gonna do with those tattered tents? Mending, so I'm gonna fix them and then sell them.
So I'm going to go ahead and put about the 10-minute warning that we're wrapping up into the chat stream here, that our game will be ending here shortly, probably within the next 10 minutes or so. We probably do a little chatting, a little logistical planning for next time. Players, good game tonight. I hope y'all had fun. Hope we had enough combat to keep it interesting. Maybe
Yeah, in Tokyo was pretty fun.
Tokyo drifting a freaking 2-masted schooner. You're insane.
fun.
You're
Worth
insane.
it.
Is all I'm saying.
What? In those 3 days? Those 3 days, we got what? 6 or 7 days of travel.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
blew past
in,
the expected rate.
Yeah, you've made almost you've made like 7 days worth of travel in 3 days.
Guys, I have an idea for this now.
I have
when
an
we-
idea.
Yes. But once we fix the soulmonger thing up, guys, think of how fast we can cross the ocean with this. We can be like
I
the
was thinking about
Express.
that.
Like, not just that, but like next level, I get this spell a third time, like super hunt down pirates and just like bum rush them and be like, bonjour, and just slap them with a tidal wave. And just zip, and they won't even know what happened. Just roll up, whack, and just roll away.
As y'all are bedding down for the night, the jungle, the noise coming from the jungle. Hear a lot of distant creatures moving around out there.
Ooh, they
They're
all
just
want to play.
curious.
So, I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer as a DM.
All right, if two creatures are touching, and you hit one of them with a lightning spell, and those creatures are touching, creature that's touching that wasn't struck directly by the lightning spell, would they also get hit by the lightning spell?
Yeah, if you want to divide the damage between the two. I would let you make that choice as player if you wanted to do that. I wouldn't make that decision for you. Because think about it. Lightning discharges through the body to do damage. If you've got two creatures
Right.
touching, two ground outlets, both are going to feel the effect. But if you're, let's say your typical lightning bolt is like 3d6, you're not going to do 3d6 damage to both creatures. It's going to be divided amongst the two. So I would let you make the choice if you wanted to do that or not, or if you wanted the full effect against one target. Now, there is an enhanced lightning bolt spell designed for multiple targets called chain lightning, where it hits target 1 and then continues on to target 2. If I remember correctly, it can hit up to 3 targets, and it might go higher based on casting level or caster level. Back in the day, it was caster level. With the 5e rules, it's probably more along the lines of spell slot expenditure. I'd have to go back and look at it, but then you could do full damage against multiple targets. Why, you feel like throwing some lightning around? Yes, I'm playing with effects while we're chatting. It's a good wrap-up thing to do.
So I would like to spend some time carving glyphs of warding, 3 of them specifically, since that's all I burned through, on one of the javelins that Rudy has.
Glyphs of warding
For
on a
lightning damage.
javelin.
Yes. I can cast a spell glyph that unleashes a magical effect either on the surface, such as a section, floor, or wall, or within an object that can be closed, such as a book, scroll, treasure chest, to conceal the glyph. It can cover an area no larger than 10 feet in diameter, but the stipulation is that if the surface or object is more than 10 feet from where I cast the spell, the glyph is broken.
You got the diamonds? It requires a material component of a diamond for the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, I forgot about the diamonds.
Of course,
Yeah.
you are in Chult, and there are gems, there are mines here, so might be an
That'll be a
opportunity. Might be an opportunity to do a little mining visit.
Well, I was thinking about one-shotting one of your tower things, because I was basically going to tag along with Rudy and be like, all right, buddy, throw one of your javelins. Because Splitterings do d8 of damage, and I figured 3 of them means d8 of damage, and I was just going to zap one battle funsies. Just be like, you exist no more. Zip!
Well, always options, always options.
Just be like, all right, Rudy, go
was trying
forward
to-
with what? With the with the sacred here, buddy.
I need
Just
to
but
talk
why?
y'all.
Just do it.
I need to talk y'all into revisiting our sci-fi game at some point. Now that I know what we did wrong with our player characters. Wow, it got quiet fast. Everybody afraid of the TPK?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how I can make this glyph of warding.
Oh, you're
Right.
focused on your one thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, how? Because the thing that gets me is if the surface or object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast the spell, the glyph is broken. Does that mean, like, where I'm at, I have to cast it and then basically stay around near it then? Or.
I'd have to look at it. Have to look at it and think about it in a little more detail.
Yeah, because I was basically going to give a special javelin and be like, throw this at something and just shock the hell out of it. But there's also things in acid, cold, lightning, and thunder damage, so it's one of those. We don't know what immunities this thing has, but we're going to find them.
So I need to figure out how to unshare everything that I've shared with y'all this evening to clear that all out. Okay. According to that, I have not shared anything, but I know that's not the case.
Ooh.
Oh, because there's a filter set. That's why. All right, let me.
I just thought of something really messed up, y'all. So what if I put a glyph of warding on a javelin for myself, and I get like 5 feet from the thing, and I skewer it with my javelin, but the glyph of warding, because it says have other spell effects into it, glyph of warding to create water, 10 gallons, stab it into something and basically fill it like a water balloon and just
Jesus
poke,
Christ.
fill, and then boop. Just, hey there, little goblin, you want to gain some weight? Zap! And just pop it like a little blood balloon. Pretty sure 10 gallons in the body instantly would not feel good. Like popping a tit. But that's a third level spell slot, and it takes an hour and a diamond. I don't want to do the kill a god. Kind of price it in on the hand. It would send a clear message that the cleric has a really cruel god on his side, and he should not be trifled with.
Yeah, that would be a bit crazy.
Goblins ain't smart, but if they see one of their buddies get poked and suddenly explode into a bloody mess, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the get.
Crazy.
Ooh, and because I can put multiple of those spells on it, like a booming voice, I could use it to amplify the goblin screams as well, so they can hear it really, really loudly.
I think our Power Ranger is
Yeah.
playing with spells.
Yeah. Furby,
Yeah,
do
he
you have
does.
Thunder
You do
Wave?
have spells. Do I have Thunder Wave? I don't know. Let me check. I have a bunch of spells. I got like 60 of them. Actually, how many spells do I have? Yeah, I got 55 spells. You said Thunder? I do
With
not.
Thunder Wave, we can just knock down their tower.
So the chalt map I have up right now basically shows the path up the river as far as y'all have gotten to Camp Righteous, and the next step is Camp Vengeance. The rest of the interior, reason you have all those cream-colored squares, is that's the extent of Sylvain's map. Beyond that is the unknown, based on what her map contained.
Guys, I just found something horrible. So that glyph warding, it says I can put other spells on it. I could stack up 3 inflict wounds at 3rd level. So that's 15d10 worth of damage. So like,
That might
cut
be a little
something and just
overpowered.
I don't care. I want diamonds now. I need them. I'm gonna get my mace and then carve it with those ruins. So whenever I really need to whack something, I'm just gonna be like, your subscription to life is now over. Whack, and just
Lord have mercy.
when they're coming to touch you, you're gonna feel it.
So you got to get into the interior and find the lost city of Omu.
Where's which of these mines have diamonds or gems or anything like that?
Yeah.
Sky Lizard Mountains. That looks pretty sick. That sounds like dragons.
Pteranodons, or as the Choltons call them, the terror folk. The P-Terry, the Terror folks. And there are some known cities, or should I say, points of interest on the map where the X's are. Aren't too many cities.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, maybe we should check those out when it has a ginormous X. And so I saw the legend, and I was like, oh, interest spots.
There's a lot of ruins. If you look for the black squares, those are all ruins. And if you look for the skull and crossbones, those are known areas where there's a lot of undead. So
It just dawned on me. So I'm looking at that glyph of warding. If I cast it at higher spell slot levels, I can cast it at that level. So like if I cast it as a 4th level spell, I can then cast it like that. So I think it's time to put some glyph of wardings on harpoons to make control water for tidal waves. We just shoot those pirate ships and just whack.
Oh, and crossbow bolts?
Yeah, on the ballista.
Or
just like we
harpoons,
just have to
yeah.
hit. Yeah, just hit near the pirates and just tidal wave them.
The other thing you can consider is maybe a modification of your shipboard weapon systems. Maybe a catapult would be a good addition or replacement for the rear ballista, for the rear harpoon.
What's this for? We use this for Furby's really jacked up spells.
Yeah, just think about what you can load in a catapult. You know, you load
People.
some burning pitch in a catapult and fire it into a group of Batiri in the woods and set them and the woods on fire. They're probably going to think twice before they come back around to F with you.
Oh, I got something even better. Oh wait, that's only good for like one thing. Yeah. Catapult would be nice, but that would be expensive. I'm gonna have to look at this glyph of warding and figure out that 10-foot spell thing.
So these
If I can
encounters
apply weapons and use.
these encounters tonight were fairly basic, and you managed to
crocodiles.
dodge. Yeah, you managed to dodge probably what would have been your deadliest encounter this evening. The giant crocs. They could have easily turned your entire boat into kindling and driftwood. That was a lucky play.
That was some butthole puckering right there.
Was you nervous, players?
I didn't have any spells that could help us in that situation other than just hope for the best.
And then the velociraptors. I mean, if you were on shore, they pose a threat. In the water, nah, they're not coming out to get you. They fear the giant crocs as much as you do.
Or to do so.
Alright. Well, since we're at a stopping spot, I'm going to have to call it done. I got to go get a car seat out.
All right, guys. Well, in 2 weeks, we'll play again. Next week, I will be, I'm sharing with streamers now. Well, I will be streaming Monday. It will be Sci-Fi Monday, so I'll probably be doing some build out for Starfinder. I've had a couple of folks ping me on Twitch that definitely would like to see more Starfinder. Our Traveler's been fleshed out, so that's been coming along. And then, I have been doing some serious world building, so I'll probably throw some stuff into Discord chat with y'all tomorrow, so y'all can kind of see the maps I'm not to the point where I want to load them into Fantasy Grounds because they're nowhere near finished. But I want you guys to kind of see the sci-fi world I've built and then the fantasy world I've built, and that happens every Wednesday. I do world building Wednesdays, but then on days where like opposite Saturdays when we don't play, I use that for world building as well. So, or painting miniatures, or getting on here and telling stupid dad jokes, any number of things just to pass time and keep people entertained and give me a little fun and a little energy outlet at the same time. So, but see y'all in 2 weeks. Y'all have a good night. And anything comes up, just ping me on Discord and we will go from there.
Alrighty. No, thank you, Brian, for making this all. It was a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, not a problem. Matt's wanting to use the ship.
I know he is.
Matt wants to get the damn mission over with so he can go back and try to get more ships. But he's also got like 5 other things running in his mind right now about what he wants to do. So
Yeah. To be fair, I am having fun with this control water spell. Like the first time I got it, yeah, this thing isn't very useful. I was like, there's not a lot of ways I can use this, but now I'm like, all right, we're near water. I am abusing this as much as I can.
Yes, you are. So I'm going to, in the world before y'all run off, in the World Building Wednesdays chat on Discord, I'm going to go ahead and drop. Let me find it. It's in my desktop, and it is in. What does this dog want? Here comes Rocky. So.
Mic off. Mic on.
Give me just a second. I am looking for. Oh, I'm in my OneDrive. That's the whole problem. I need to be in my documents folder. World building. Fantasy map PNG. There's the current draft of the fantasy map. And here is the current draft. Actually, these are last drafts of the world maps. There have been some serious changes since then. I've added cities. I've added natural resources. So, but if y'all see that in the chat, that's kind of what I'm building out for us to play on custom.
Nice.
So, all right, guys. Well, have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for playing. I had fun. I hope y'all had fun. And we
I had a
will do it again soon.
Before you bail, I got a question.
Oh, always.
So that glyph of warding, how it says if the object moves more than 10 feet from where if the surface or object is moved more than from where you cast the spell, the glyph is broken.
Come on, Rocky.
Without being triggered. Does that mean I can't cast it on a weapon and move more than 10 feet? Because the casting time is 1 hour. So, in case this only really makes this valid as like a long-term one then.
So what you're going to need is you're going to need a wizard's help, because you're going to want a permanency spell applied on top of your glyph. And it's going to have to be a specially crafted permanency spell. And what that'll do is that will allow it to override that limitation, that behavior.
Okay. I know how you said we could learn to like modify or whatnot. We have be possible for me to learn how to do that myself if I spend time tinkering with it.
It's a pretty high level. It's a pretty high level arcane spell. So not without you technically multi-classing and getting up in those levels. We'd have to look at it.
It's not that high level. It's a 3rd level spell, so it's not super high.
No, but
I've had it for a while now.
No, but the permanency spell is. So if you wanted to be able to cast the permanency spell, let me look at it. I want to make sure it even exists in 5e.
I've not heard of it. So it might be an older spell.
Permanency 5e. This spell makes certain other spells permanent. You can cast the desired spell and then follow it with the permanency spell. Spells cast on other creatures, objects, or locations are vulnerable to dispel magic as normal if you were targeted by. So somebody can dispel magic it, but it is a 5th level. Permanency is a 5th level spell in the arcane area. So it's going to require a wizard or a sorcerer or somebody.
So, press until you complete the rest.
And this is more coming into a homebrew setting, because it is not an official D&D 5e spell. It is what it is it's an old 2e spell, and you know us DMs like it. So I can tell you, in my homebrew campaign, there will be a permanency spell.
So the glyph of warding, according to this, are you on the dndwiki.com? Is that what you...
Yep, that's where I searched it for real quick.
Okay, yeah, so it has glyph of warding on there as a level spell and rendered permanent, and I'm a level 8, so...
Yeah, but player level does not equal spell level. You know that. Nice try.
And it's an expensive-ass spell to cast, like, almost worthless. Like, if I'm having to spend 2 cast it once, and I'm having to learn how to do it continually, like, even if I get it within, like, 10 spells, that's 2,000 gold just to learn how to do this. If I'm lucky.
I'm vicious. I'll take things like sling bullets and cast Thunderstone on them. So when you hit somebody with a sling bullet, they're going to take a couple of points from the damage from the bullet, but then they're going to have to roll a saving throw or be deafened by the thunder. Or silence, 15-foot radius. You whop the enemy wizard in the head, and now he suddenly can't speak. Or he can speak, he just can't use anything with a verbal component to cast spells with. Because I'm a bitch. Technically, I'm a bad bitch.
I don't even have access to that yet. Let's see.
You and I need to sit down one evening, and maybe on one of the world building nights, if you feel like it, and just do a chat. Get online with me, do a chat while I'm doing a world building session, because I've got some stuff that I've got to do to flesh out the magic in my homebrew. Mm-hmm. And being that you're going to end up playing in it, having a little player voice present in the development would be a good thing for me, and it would also give you some good insight into the backside of that.
So I got to looking. So I get access to 5th level spells at level 9.
Hey Siri, turn on the back deck lights. Sorry, I had to turn lights on.
Oh no, it's okay. So when I hit level 9, I get access to 5th level spells, with permanency being a 5th level spell for enchantment. But I could warding then for have to either multi-class or something.
Multi-class, or just hire you a wizard on retainer and pay him to cast the spell.
I don't want to have a wizard for doing my really jacked up. Like that's going to be expensive.
Well, the other option is maybe it's time that somebody rolled up a wizard character and brought them into the campaign. Because I'm not.
I want to be a wizard, Harry.
Wow, I thought he had dropped off, but no, he's out there listening to it still. So yeah, I mean, here's the deal: if we add characters in, I'm going to bring them in at your current level. I'm not going to start them at first level, because you get into a fight, you get into a firefight with a first level wizard in your party. Guess what's happening to him in the first fight?
Get looked at and just dead.
Yeah. Something's going to sneeze on him and blow him into the next dimension.
Let's see. And that'd be a 5th level, so he'd only be able to do 4th level spells. But if we go 9th level, then he can do spells.
I need to tweak some settings in Discord as well. Server settings. Server settings. Server settings. Server settings. Here we go.
I remember who was the wizards, because I think I seem to remember that there's a race that when they play as wizards, their recovery time for their spell slots is half.
If I had to, without looking at the rules, I would say maybe you're Dragonborn.
I think I remember it being some type of elf, because they can go into a type of trance since they don't need sleep per se, and it's only like 4 hours. I'm gonna have to.
This
I'll have to look
is
into it.
another that's another option.
Yeah, elf trance is a racial ability that all elves get. Okay, regardless of subrace. So I wonder, does that mean does my elf get it then?
He should.
Okay, so yeah. Wait.
Oh, my dogs are acting crazy.
It depends on how we want to look at it, because some people are like, yeah, it doesn't mean it's 8 hours of sleep, but it's like, well, that's the way it reads to me.
So, Michael, if you want to roll up a wizard, we can do that anytime and add it to the roster. And it would be brought on at an equal level to what you all are playing at now, because like I said, a first level wizard joining a 8/9th level party would be a squishy motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Carmen! She's got the zoomies.
Squishier than a marshmallow.
She's got the zoomies. She's running in here because Rocky's in here with me. She's running in here, messing with Rocky, and then zooming back out. Here's Rocky. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? I'm going to go live for just a second because he's in here with me. Hey, daddy boy. There him is. Oh, him is the hap. He is smiling. Him's my favorite boy. Come here, girl. Carmen. Here her is. Yeah. She's a hellion.
I ended up looking at D&D Beyond stuff. I actually ended up getting a couple of books on there for my players. I got Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and Xanthar's Guide. Those two, because I was like, you know what? I want to see what crazy things my players can come up with. And we actually have, one of my players is a cleric, and I'm like, I'm about to teach you how to do some really jacked up things as you get bigger. They're like, but I'm a cleric, that's healing, right? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. Clerics heal. You're right.
But the thing, the good and the bad about D&D Beyond, it's a great resource. The fact that physical books that they are still selling, you can no longer buy on D&D Beyond, I have a problem with. For example, Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. You can still buy the physical book in the store. You can no longer buy the book on D&D Beyond. And so
Why?
They retired the book. The suckage of that is as a DM, I own the physical book.
Right.
Okay. So typically when I buy a book, I don't always do this the same time I buy the book, because hell, it's expensive to buy the same book 2 or 3 times. Because that's essentially what you're doing. You're buying a physical book, and then you're paying for the digital version on D&D Beyond. And then if you use something like Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds or Foundry, which are sanctioned platforms, if you want the digital version for that platform, you have to pay for that book on that platform as well. So as DM, it gets expensive real quick, because you buy the book. Typically a book's anywhere from $40 to $50. Then you buy the digital version on D&D Beyond. It's usually $20 cheaper. So typically maybe $30, $35. But then if you want it in Fantasy Grounds, it's another $25 to $30. If you want it in Roll20 or Foundry, it's another $25 or $30 in those platforms as well. Now, I don't know anybody that's using three virtual tabletops. You're not going to use Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, and Foundry. You're going to pick one and stick with it.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
But so even if you're going physical book, D&D Beyond, and whatever VTT platform, sanctioned VTT platform you're going with, you're buying the same book 3 times. But my issue
Yeah, and
is,
that's ridiculous. That's like $100 damn bucks, easy.
and my whole take on it is this: if you're paying for the physical book, there should be a thing like maybe $10 more. You get the digital copy on D&D Beyond with it.
Right?
Yeah, it's okay that it's $30 on D&D Beyond versus paying $50 for the physical book, but I think those of us that are buying the physical books, there should be a little bit of a kickback. Anyways,
Yeah,
my
because-
2 cents on it. All this is subject to change in
Yeah.
2024 because D&D 1 is coming, the next edition, and between the open gaming license debacle this time last year, where they really pissed a lot of players and DMs off, and then the fact that they laid off employees twice last year. Hasbro laid off a batch of employees in March, and you lost some D&D staff from Wizards, and then they laid off people 3 days before Christmas, which to me is a
how nice of them.
Yeah, that's a dick move as a company. They could have waited till after the
Right.
first. They could have paid payroll for another 2 weeks and gotten people through Christmas and New Year's, and then said, "I'm sorry, but now we need to lay you off." You don't treat people like papers and office assets. Yeah, they're assets, but you got to take the human element into account. And laying people off 3 days
'cause,
before Christmas is a dick move.
That's how you get a Molotov cocktail through your office window. Your printer and computer won't do that, but a person will.
Yep. Your computer might crash, but your graphics artist that you just laid off 3 days before Christmas is gonna cocktail your executive window if he can reach it. But so
Right.
yeah, there's been some mismoves by Hasbro management in terms of Wizard of the Coast, and even some mismoves inside of Wizard of the Coast management itself in the last year.
Right.
6th edition, what they're calling D&D 1 or 1 D&D. I can't get that right in my head. It's one or the other. Is supposed to come out here in 2024. Now, am I going to go out and buy a new Dungeon Master's Guide, Player Handbook, and Monster Manual? Probably not. I have a significant investment in 5e resources, and I'm not looking to spend that amount of money again anytime soon. What I'm looking for now is supplemental content, things that I can add to the game, that I can bring to the table for y'all that we play with, that enrich the game and make it more fun. So, will I buy some D&D 1 stuff or 1 D&D this year? Probably. But am I going to pour everything I've got into it? No.
Yeah. And D&D 5e, the combat mechanics are a lot smoother and streamlined. And I know a lot of people, oh yeah, it's just D&D light. Okay, yeah, be that as it may, like it's easier for players to get into because I showed some of my D&D 3.5 books to like my players, and I was like, look, we could do 3.5 or we could do 5e. I was like, I'm gonna be honest, thumb through both these books and see what you want. And they're like, why is it so complicated in 3.5? I'm like, that's because you're looking at 5e and it's a lot more streamlined and it's just easier to learn on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
If you're going to teach the game to new players, 5e is probably the way to go. I haven't seen enough of the play tests of 1 D&D or D&D 1, whatever the hell it's called, to have an opinion on it. I do know, based on feedback I've seen on the internet, the different play tests, they've changed some of the spell casting capabilities and some of the class capabilities, and there's been some complaints of things being nerfed. But what makes it into the final shipping version remains to be seen.
Yeah. Trying to remember, there was one spell in D&D 3.5 that got nerfed. It was a cleric spell. It was oh, what was it? I'm trying to remember what it was, but the premise of it was that it was a negative energy spell, and if you failed your saving throw on it, you were dropped immediately to 1d4 hit points. And it was regardless of how much HP you had, there was no damage cap to it, and it was so OP. And it's in Neverwinter Nights, and it was an absolutely hilarious spell to use. You go up to a dragon, everything hurts, and you're dead. And what? But if you had negative energy resistance, yeah, I know you're safe, but there's not a lot of things that have that, except for like undead and a few other things. But again, as a cleric, you can just, have a ton of light and radiant spells just killing those left and right. So there's not a lot that was safe from you as a cleric.
Yeah. What is going on over here?
I don't remember what that spell was. It was ridiculous. I loved it. It was like one of my favorite spells. When I found it in Neverwinter Nights, I was like, I'm going to abuse this. Like, I remember the one campaign where you go to fight the red dragon at the end. I just touched it once and then punched it, and it was lights out for it. Well, that was anticlimactic. Now what? All right,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna hop off for the night. I gotta do prep work for my D&D game tomorrow, players, and wing it.
I'm going to be doing some dev tomorrow, and I'll probably do either some miniature painting and some streaming tomorrow. Something just to add a little bit of time. I streamed 27 and a half hours in the last 30 days, basically in January. Of course, it's
Dang.
and then have picked up to